and all that. Because it was checks and cash.
Oh
So
yeah,
they
Joel
said,
got that money now. He ain't slick.
I think somebody was probably stealing out the joint and needed a place to put it or something. I don't know, man. It could have been Joel for real. Ain't no telling.
Nah, that's smart as fuck that somebody else did it because they never gonna point it back at the other nigga. It's gonna be Joel. Joel did that shit, not me.
Put that shit in the loose toilet wall, yo. Probably was
Yeah,
ready to
that's
come
crazy.
back and get all that.
Them niggas tripping. They should have been got that.
Before the plumber to turn it in, though.
Right, they tripping.
I'd have had to open a couple of them joints, man.
Oh, they shit. They might have.
I don't know, man. It could have been.
Could have been 500,000. Nigga, like, well, shit. I don't know what happened to that other 200,000. That shit disappeared as soon as I touched it. Shit vanished. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah.
Straight up, man.
If I ever get that motherfucking type of money, niggas never see.
So how much money? How much money was it?
Yeah, I think the little article. Go ahead, man.
Nah, I don't know. I ain't know exactly how much. I knew it was like a couple 100,000.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yes, the mystery money comes after 600,000 in checks and cash disappeared from the church safe back in 2014. So that was just a number that they reported missing a couple of years ago, or about 7 years ago.
Oh, so they don't even know. Oh, okay.
Nah.
Oh yeah, they up in that shit scamming. Joe Osteen and them wilding up in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wild.
Well, he been on some. Remember back when the hurricane hit, he didn't want to let niggas in the church and shit.
Yeah, y'all niggas ain't coming up in here shitting and pissing on my floor. That's what that nigga told.
Hell nah.
Ain't nobody working right now either. Shit, y'all ain't about to ramsack my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, been on some wild shit.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to find another motherfucking worship house. Not this one.
Hell nah, man.
Nigga, that shit a business. That shit is a straight business. Them preachers don't give a fuck.
No, when they start putting
money in it, if there wasn't no money in it, them niggas wouldn't be doing it. I guarantee you.
That's a fact.
If it was just the Lord and niggas is paying for your meals and they get whatever they give you, it's free though. Nah, niggas not doing that. The ramsack my shit. Niggas definitely not doing that shit.
At all.
Hell nah. When they started putting ATMs in there.
We live like a motherfucker. We was just on here talking crazy about Joe Osteen live.
Yo, I didn't know if we was live or not. I
definitely look because if I don't hit the button, I end up I fuck around and won't hit the button. So we supposed to been going live every day since our last show, y'all, and we couldn't hit the button. So our bad. You know what I mean?
Nigga, Joel Osteen is a slaver, yo. Slaving these niggas for the Lord.
A cool said, what slave are we talking highlighting today? You feel me? Motherfucking slaver. You know, I got that Baltimore slow draw. So
yeah.
I don't put the ER on it. I put an AH on it. Slaver. It's a slaver.
Yo, a coup. These dudes so sick with it. As of 5 o'clock this evening, Shervin and Corey was still arguing about that fucking Nzinga shit. No lie. Somehow I got brought up. Them niggas got to argue. I was like, oh my God, yo.
Yeah,
y'all
right. Yo. I'm crazy, yo.
Oh, he told us some. Let's go, yo. We already on.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
We've been on here for an hour and a half waiting on me.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Finally hit the button.
Y'all man, Uncle Cat, that man ain't right, man. I'm telling you.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Ain't no quit in him. Ain't no quit in him.
He goddamn bulldog, yo. Like, yo, that nigga, you can show that nigga. Man, we can, Queen Nzinga, we can bring her back from the dead, sit her right in front of him, and she can say out her mouth, she sold niggas. And I'm gonna say, I don't believe him. That nigga crazy, yo. He ain't trying to hear nothing about her. Yo must have did his 5th grade book report on Nzinga. And cause he ain't. Yo, this dude talking about come on, yo. Yo, hit the click the link, what the fuck?
It's in the chat, We sent it to you an hour ago.
Yo, he tripping. He probably talking to a saw about the hieroglyphics or some shit.
Oh man, yeah. So you saying that Tank lost that fight yesterday while we in a little intermission?
No, I'm not saying he lost. I'm saying that he ain't win, yo. They gave it to him, and I don't mind it. You feel me? Because every fighter get a gift here and there. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
Just know, Tank,
definitely.
That's one of your gifts, bro. That's one of your gifts. Yeah, that shit could have went the other way, and you could have been looking fucking stupid, yo. You know what I mean? You could have been looking fucking stupid. And then look.
Yeah, definitely.
You see, he's saying his hand fucked up. That would have been his excuse. If they would have gave it to the other dude, he would have been like, his hand fucked up. My hand was fucked up. So he had a built-in excuse right there. So clearly better than the nigga. He was clearly better than the Mexican dude. Clearly. But you got to bring everything to the table. Yeah, it was too close, yo. It was too close.
You got to distance yourself at that level. You got to show you a champion. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to leave no room for them to think, oh, maybe that guy got me or he could have got me. Nah, you're supposed to separate yourself. Go ahead, Kent.
No, I was going to say if his hand was fucked up, though, and he still won, that's kind of, I don't know. I didn't see the fight, so, you know what I mean? But based on what y'all saying, if his hand fucked up and he still won, that's kind of a testament to him still fighting, going strong.
Yeah, he fought through it.
Yeah, Chef was saying that.
Yeah, definitely he fought through it. He had no choice. He couldn't quit. Everybody
if he won,
everybody in the arena came to see him, yo.
Why the other guy didn't take advantage of that shit?
He tried. Tank way better than him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You can't make up for that talent gap, yo. It was a talent Like Michael Jordan, his whole left hand could be fucked up, right?
But he gonna win that game though.
Yeah, we still couldn't do nothing with him, yo. It's a talent game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You feel me? Kobe could be Kobe whole fucking leg could be broke and he could still beat us, yo. It's a talent gap, yo.
Yeah. I agree.
But you say even with that, though, Tank should have still slaughtered the nigga. Even with the broken hand, he still should have.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that with your broke hand, the fight was way closer than what the refs actually scored it.
Oh, right.
Can't get around it. You know what I mean? For me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I get you 100%.
Did you watch that fight, Vance?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna get to it.
All right. Plain and simple, yo. Anytime. How y'all doing anyway? I don't want to jump in like that. How y'all brothers doing?
What up, man?
Yeah, I know we got Chef, the great fight analyst, referee.
You know it.
Sources, because he is the source of all boxing information, all slave information, anything. He is the source. Yeah, I love boxing, yo. What I do know is about that fight right there. Mm-hmm. The only reason the fight was close because the dude had one hand. That's the only reason it was close, and it's understandable. When I say close and when Chef say close, there's two different things. All right, so championship fighters, man, they got another gear. That's what make them elite. They got another gear. Mm-hmm. All right, and it's clear that Devontae Davis didn't have that other gear last night. Why? because he had one hand. So he couldn't put together his punches.
Right.
Like he was in the earlier rounds. Right? He had already figured the guy out, but his hand was trashed up. He was done. So he just beat him with one hand. Anytime he wanted to, any round he wanted, he would take that round. Then some rounds he had to coast, move, depending on how his hand was hurting. But at no point was he ever in danger of losing that fight with one hand. That's and I think that's a testament to how good the guy is, because now he had to use his mobile skills, being very mobile, being slick moving, right? I ain't seen nobody look like that since Mayweather, right? Yeah, he was coming with that straight right hand, right? All that. And he not even a right-handed fighter. So I don't know, Shep. You got your opinion. I got my opinion. And,
Hey, yo, speaking of that, I just heard some wild ass shit. Lamar Jackson is left-handed, but he throw right-handed. What the fuck? That shit crazy as fuck.
Amazing. He's an amazing athlete.
Yeah, like y'all, everything you do with your left hand, but you throw the football at the highest level with your right. That's nuts to me. But go ahead. I didn't know that shit.
Might need to switch that shit up the way he been throwing.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, don't do my boy like that. He gonna be all right. He'll be all right.
Nah, you can't.
And I agree. I agree with what you're saying.
No, I think.
Go ahead.
I think sometimes you can be so great that it hurts you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't gotta be Superman on every fucking play.
Correct.
His decision making is still 3.5 years in. And we've elevated him to here with his skill set. But the reality is his maturation as a quarterback is going to take a little bit longer, because ain't nowhere in the world they supposed to be to get to him. The reads are there. You see people like Kurt Warner. Look at his YouTube channel. Look at the way they was the announcers. What was the old quarterback name for the Dallas Cowboys? What's his name? Romo. Look at them. They're see, he should have been right there. He should have been right there. He's not a savant of throwing yet. Brady would have ate that motherfucking ass up. And I know it's not a good comparison, but Brady's an MVP, 4-time, 5-time Super Bowl champion, right? So I don't know if that's a good comparison, but it's the reason why they don't blitz quarterbacks like that. It's the reason. Because they eat your ass up. You cannot do that to them. And I'm saying, Lamar, give him a minute, right? He'll get there, but he's not there. We want him to be there because he's so great at what he does. Right, throw the long ball with touch, all that, hit the, but that like being a, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right here between the ears, he ain't there yet. His talent has far exceeded his, you know what I mean? He's not cerebral with the passing game. That's what I want to say. He's not cerebral with that. No, you can't get sacked 7 times.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Throw the motherfucking ball away, bro.
Right.
Or break out and run. See, he caving into the pressure around him. The pressure say, yo, we want you to be a passer. Bro, I don't mind you passing, but you forgot about your legs. Like,
yeah, he ain't smart.
And you cannot beat the blitz with your legs all the time because the way they rushing. These are professional athletes. So he trying to beat you can't get sacked 7 times. You can't. No, they on him. So I'm glad they got him in the second half of the season, because maybe they'll keep winning some games. Maybe they'll make the playoffs, which might be a stretch at this point, even with an 8-4 record, because over half the team is hurt. And nobody gets past that. Nobody. But go ahead.
It sounded like y'all saying he need to be more like Heineke, yo. You know what I'm saying?
No, he need
Watching
to be.
Football team, anybody?
Yeah.
4 games in a row.
Don't disrespect nobody like that.
Right.
Come on now.
Call ourselves the Washington.
Look, we beat the champions. We beat the champs. We just beat Raiders. Come on, man. Show my team some love, man.
They cool.
That's what I'm saying.
They gonna let you down. They gonna let you down, yo.
Yeah, next week it's over, dog.
What?
They gonna let you down, bro.
All right, we gonna see. I'm gonna roll right now though. But go ahead, Chef. What you about to say?
I think I was like 11 years old when they won the Super Bowl.
We had the Redskins.
Yeah.
Back in like 89, 80.
That was like 90.
93, 90, yeah, 90, 91, some shit.
Oh, I was 3. Yeah, I was 3. Never mind. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like 90, 91 for real. That's when they had the black quarterback. Forgot the nigga name.
Nah, you talking about trash Washington right now?
Man, come on, man. We on the road.
Tell them.
On the road. Did they win that? Did they win?
Look, you just said, hold on. Lamar need to be more like Heineke because Heineke know when to run the ball, you know when to throw it away, you know when to slide, all that.
Okay. But they ain't Lamar Jackson, though. We're not going to do that right now.
Hey, look, right now, he a little better.
A little better than who?
Lamar, right now. I'm saying, I ain't talking about overall. I'm saying right now.
Oh, you saying just, I get you saying his inability to win a MVP unanimous, right? Only 2 players in the history of the NFL. His inability to run like Lamar, his inability to come back and all that actually helps him out. In a weird way, I kind of understand that. Like you basically saying he's playing within his limitations. He's playing within the scope of the team. He never puts on his cape because he doesn't have one. But he fit within that space that helps him to win. I get it, bro. You right. Right. Yeah. I get it. As crazy as whack as it sounds. Yeah, I get it. Yep. That's real. Yep. That's how close it is. Man, y'all live yet?
We've been live, bro.
What the hell is going on? Monday night, man. Hey, yo, matter of fact, man, I want to see Brady. Who playing tonight? The Bills and Wisconsin. I got to see that. You got them clips? No, I heard you. No.
I don't know, they on my computer.
Let me grab these sources real quick and let me get this bona fide pseudo out the way. I said it. And I ain't say it because I'm mad, right? I said it because he's a bona fide pseudo. And, you know, I can smell him a mile away and I already got the shit cooked up and people think I be messing with people. It don't be that, right? It's I can already see the pseudo in it. I can smell it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dog with a good nose, they can smell it already. The humans don't even pick it up. I'm saying, so I can smell pseudos. You know what I'm saying? A mile away. And that guy's a pseudo. I done forgot his name. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all hear the conversation. I want to grab these sources and I'm gonna get them off the way super quick. I put the sources in the chat, didn't I, y'all?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Y'all put the link in the back in the Facebook. In the Facebook
Messenger.
Oh no, somebody. Well,
I got it.
You can do it.
All right.
Oh, Vance, one of y'all. Let me see. All right. Let's lock that.
All right, let me see. I know I put on the source name. I'm gonna show y'all how you get to a pseudo. I'm gonna show you how you just all right? Let me show you. Easy. This is easy work right here, man. All right, now I gotta get this. Let me see. Okay, let me start with the guy. I want to start with the book. Did I put the book in there?
Yeah.
Nah, that's one book the guy wrote.
Like God joint? A God Star joint?
Yeah, that's just one book. I basically just want to hold on, yo. Damn it.
You know you on your son account, right?
Huh?
You on your son account.
Honest and Barry West. Dang. No. Thanks, you just told everybody. They ain't fucking know
But the whole government out there.
No, he just said it. I said, yo, you know you on your subject, and he just repeated them. Yeah, because I know you don't be like being on there when you be I don't know if your email connected to it or whatever.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. If anybody says something about that's his real name, though. That's on his birth certificate.
Right.
I'm gonna lose my mind. If anybody attack my motherfucker son. You know, I don't play about all that. All right, let me get out. I'm gonna go out and come right back in.
All right.
Ain't a whole joint.
I say, you know you on your son account. You'll say, who? Harness and Siri? What?
Yeah. He an old man, yo. You know he had to
It just don't be firing fast enough, yo. That old processor, yo, he's done.
Yeah. That's stupid.
That old processor, yo.
Yeah, he need that M1 chip. He bugging. He on Intel. He tripping.
The M1. Y'all crazy, yo.
Yeah. Oh man.
What?
Wow.
What?
I'm about to say you need that M1 chip, yo, in your head.
The what? The what?
The M1 chip.
What is that?
A processor,
the Apple joint.
What?
It's a fancy. Never mind, yo. Get to your source.
Huh? Because I came on the wrong. Because I came on the wrong account.
No. We gonna get bogged down. It was just a little light joke. They fucking with you. Huh?
The joke on me though. How they gonna fuck with me though?
I don't know what's wrong.
The God killer. Hit that goddamn link and fuck with me live.
God damn.
Don't fuck with me in the chat. Catch me live.
Definitely.
Maybe I'll cut you off, then get mad when you cut me off and cut you out. Let me see. That's it funny, yo. Man, hey, yo, I was reading the chat, right? Which is something you should never do. On side matters, a nigga say, what? Don't cut people off? Listen, of course I cut people off, right? But if I come across a new person, whether you done seen my videos or not, right? And you cut me off, all the shit I did prior to you don't count. Right or wrong, y'all. Yeah. It's what I'm doing in that conversation. Am I tripping or not?
Yeah,
you're right.
Right? And don't hold that shit against me, man. That nigga cut 350 people off. Now I'm just cut them off. Okay, but you broke a rule now. Shit, we trying to have an intelligent conversation. Don't cut me off. Don't talk when I'm talking. I'm trying to get something out. And then that's how they get you. They talk when you talk, right? And you never was saying what they thought you was saying, right? Because although people claim to fuck with you, they really don't. They really trying to get you because of their religious affiliations. And you're going to see what I'm saying, right? Like they watch you the whole time and really hating on you. Because they didn't went from, because you actually moved them out of a space. Right? A lot of people start off very religious or very pseudo, and over time, you know what I'm saying, you know, we've moved them out of certain spaces, right? All right. And I seem to be the one to get the fucking blame for moving somebody out of a space, right? And so when they finally come across you and they think they've moved out of enough spaces, you know what I'm saying? You know, they think they like me, they really don't like me. They really mad that I moved them out their space. They really do. And you're gonna see this. Right? Do you go from, yo, I respect you to fuck you in a matter of 3 words? Like, how could you really respect me? You at least give me a chance, right? Right. That means you had a little something, you know what I mean? You still, you got a little bit against me. I ain't gonna say fuck Vance in 3 words. I ain't gonna say fuck Chef in 30 words. Chef, you know you done had me there a couple times. I'm fuck you, Chef. The singer was not a slave.
Yeah, see, y'all sick, man. Chef.
Me and Chef, boy, ain't got no sense. We ain't got no sense. None.
Not with a zinger, yo.
Chef be like, I seen Chef go off on there. I'm like, damn, Chef, I got you. Why you going off? Yo, you going off? Remember, Wisham Common had this hot. What's his name?
Oh,
yeah, y'all.
American Nightmare. They had this hot.
Yeah.
American Dream, a nut, yo.
I said, damn.
American Dream.
Gotta be calm with that nigga, man.
Oh, yo.
Yo don't like black people, yo. It's like you talking to an old racist white man, yo.
Uncle Ruckus.
He called him an old racist white man. Yo, that's hilarious, yo.
Yo, and it's not that at some points I could actually agree with him on. But like, yo, his whole disposition make you end up having to disagree with everything he say. It's like with you and Chief X. You feel me? Like, it don't even matter what Chief X say. I'm gonna disagree with it just because it's coming out his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, that facts. I'm just gonna cuss him out. That nigga still think he have a civil conversation with me. Every time I catch you on the platform, I'm cussing you out. Got me fucked up. Tripping.
Disagreeing for nothing. Be like, oh, yo, you just said the same thing 5 minutes ago. No, fuck
so
that.
So what, nigga? Fuck that. Yeah, yo, nah, we don't play like that. Yo, once you to lie like that lying shit to win. Right? And a person got an advantage on YouTube when they lie too. No way, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can, it's just crazy, yo. And this nigga, Chief X is a liar. Now make 10 more videos, Chief, because that's your MO. But you're a liar, yo. You're a crummy liar. Matter of fact, you're a filthy, dirty liar. I'm going to put all that in it. Talk shit the whole 9 yards, just for the record. Yeah, can never be in the same space with you. Keep making the videos, yo. Those commercials, I salute you.
That shit, boy. Yeah, that motherfucking American Dream, yo. I be like, yo.
American Dream is gone. Everybody gone.
I agree with your first part, but yo, you just fucking racist now.
Yeah. Y'all banned the Dream?
No, Dream can come in.
Oh, okay.
Dream can come in. You know what I mean? He definitely get us rattled. You know what I mean?
This nigga.
You just gotta be calm with that nigga, man. Let him talk your shit and don't let it get you, you know what I mean? Don't let it razzle you.
Who you talking to, Ken? Dream?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what you gotta do with Dream. You gotta be calm with that nigga, man. You can't let him get under your skin.
Oh, yeah.
Just popped up in the chat. Like Beetlejuice. No, what's the
there he is.
3 times?
What's your man name? What's him come out? Put him off. I blocked yo out completely. What's his name?
Outside the cube.
Outside the cube. It's definitely outside the motherfucking cube.
You gotta let my man Cube back in, yo. Cube a riot, yo.
Nah, ain't no riot, nigga. Not at my expense though. Shit, I ain't the stage joke. Never have been.
Cube going at everybody though, yo.
Yeah, but I ain't everybody though. I ain't the average nigga. Don't put me over there with the average niggas. Don't do it. Fuck with them average niggas like that, yo. Have a way of fucking with me and dealing with me. Right? Because I was giving Cube that. I was saying that's Cube. I gave him his own segment, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we agree to give him his own segment at the end, didn't we?
The Cube. 30 minutes of Cube, yo.
Yeah, we 30 minutes of Cube. We brought him in. That don't mean that don't mean he can't disagree with me, because niggas all around this panel disagree with my motherfucking ass. Live and on air. People can't even understand it. Why I ain't disagree with them? Because we not the, you know what I mean, we ain't echoing and we ain't doing none of that. And if a person disagree, whether they right or wrong, they allowed to disagree. But it's just the way Cube do it, like the upright, you gonna make me say what you want me to say. Oh, you better talk about this person. You better like all that bully shit. All that gonna make me, all that don't know when to stop. Nigga, you gotta know when to stop, nigga. You get put off this motherfucker. You just gotta know when to stop. Yeah, you know you're in your mother house getting way too slick. It's gonna put you out. Like, even if Cube was to have enough sense to get his own platform, yo, I would know when to knock it off. I mean, I might upstage him for a minute, then I'm gonna get off of him. You know what I'm saying? He don't know when to stop, yo, and he be flat out damn near wrong about half the shit he be saying. Even when he right, he had twisted to the point where he wrong. Yeah, Q, yo, he disrespectful, yo. Nope. You don't know how to act. Yeah, you don't know how to disagree, bring out his evidence and let it go. Nah, it's just always the extra shit. Yeah. I think it's because he be drinking. Y'all think that's what it is?
After a while, he do be having that sauce up in him. And that's when this filter go. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
up into that, but around about 11 o'clock, once it get to 11 o'clock, that filter go. You feel me? He be holding it together for a minute, but like after 11, filter go, yo. Yeah, man.
Oh, man, after 11, he's out of there.
Hey, y'all hit that like button. I know we've been gone for a minute, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm rebuilding my little studio room, so it'd be hard for me to get comfortable in different places in the house. I didn't got comfortable in that little room, so I be trying to move my laptop around and do it. So I said today we definitely gotta do a pseudo killers for Monday Night Madness. That's why I ain't do the usual show that I do with the intro and the music in the beginning and speaking to everybody, everything. I just wanted to get this show going because everybody been asking, when y'all going live again. So, we got a whole bunch of content. Uncle want to get into some shit about Joel Osteen hiding that money in the church walls.
Found a couple of bricks in that joint.
Oh,
right?
Joe, boy, the old trick, yo, hide the money there. Act like we took a loss and make the parishioners feel sorry because we got robbed, yo. He just won't stop, yo. Let me pull that up. Joel, boy.
He a piece of shit.
Shout out to the mighty Hebrew, convicted pedophile. Shout out to him.
Oh, man.
Convicted pedophile on Megan's list, pedophile type shit.
What happened?
Y'all know that, man. The mighty Hebrew, yo.
We don't know that. Listen,
man,
you know the mighty Hebrew be talking shit, yo. Start talking shit about me. The mighty Hebrew, man.
We
the mighty Hebrew
killers, yo. We don't know all these crazy Hebrews. And
you do. He was talking crazy about polite and all that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. These niggas is reckless, man. Everybody know about them niggas. All them niggas do.
I'm telling
all the Hebrews are trying to keep it a secret, yo. They let the niggas a pedophile, yo. He's on the Megan's list, nigga. You can't explain your way off the Megan's list.
Yo, the pseudo killers is new to all of these people, man. We don't.
And y'all know who the mighty Hebrew is. I'm gonna show you a picture.
Yo, I guarantee.
Hit a one in the chat, yo. If y'all know who the mighty Hebrew is, yo. Y'all
know.
There's so many of them, yo.
No, y'all crazy. Y'all make me feel like I'm 100 years old.
Pseudo killers do not pay attention to no Hebrews, yo.
The mighty Hebrew, yo.
The only one we know is Captain Tazoriak and Zion Lex. The rest of them niggas, nah.
Yeah, Zion Lex a little rat. He a rat. Yeah, yo, he ratted. He a rat, yo. He wild out on South Net for no reason.
He a rat.
But they must have got it back together. See, I don't get it back. You do me like that, nigga. I ain't never fucking with you. It's over with.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all done. Yeah. Wild out. Yo, I can't believe y'all know the mighty Hebrew is. Hold on, yo.
The mighty.
How about them? Everybody know the mighty Hebrew is. He's a super pseudo Hebrew making up shit. I mean, god dang.
They all do that.
Not like him, yo. He be really, man. I got a show where he brought like a team of 5 motherfuckers, yo. Back in the day, yo, we beat the living breaks off them, yo. Nah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, just tell us what he did. We don't need to see the nigga.
He's locked up for rape of a minor, yo. He think he did like 6 years. Came home, tried to act like they reduced the sentence. That nigga, you're on the Megan's list, nigga.
Oh, he
right?
just came home.
Y'all can look up the Megan's list is, huh?
He just came home from prison.
No, he been home now, but he almighty Hebrewed up. Come on, let me show you.
So
and everybody didn't ride.
He on the pedophile website.
Somebody say he from Demona.
Make his list.
He got to register and all that shit. Yo.
Nuts.
Yes.
Yeah, he on the registered list, yo, and he trying to act like got a sent. Nigga, you did about 6 years for rape. On the list and was talking shit about Plight. Plight ain't even went to motherfucking trial yet. Talking shit about motherfuckers, and everybody let that shit slide, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't respect that, yo. Nigga on the list, nigga. Ain't no, you can't talk your way off the list.
Nah.
Facts.
Hebrews don't say nothing about that shit, right? He's a predator, yo. All right? He's a fucking predator. And he be talking shit. He talk shit about me. Don't talk shit about me. I'm going to get you. I just been waiting. I just thought of it today. I say, you lucky I ain't got your real name, right? And you're lucky. Boy, you're lucky. I had it. You're lucky. We're going to show you on the Megan's list. All right? Y'all look up Megan's list and see what that is, yo. That's so people can start to recognize, pedophiles. Yeah, he's convicted pedophile. I talked this way out of it to the Hebrews. Now he got to start a little community, yo. Y'all got a predator amongst y'all, man. Yeah, it's crazy to me, yo.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't even be dealing with him.
Yeah, come on, yo.
Like y'all should have whooped his ass.
Not the Hebrews. They let him off.
Somebody should have.
They let him off.
Made an example out of his ass. That's what should have happened, but these guys different, man. These guys different. Mm-hmm. But he ain't like with Zion Lex or nobody, is he? He not a part of their because I know with them Hebrews they got a whole bunch of different little cliques and shit.
Yeah, but they don't say. Yeah, but they let them run. They let them do all that, yo. They let them. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, yo, I ain't about talking about nobody's business, man. But once your ass get convicted, yo, like you done. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no special powers that everybody got. Everybody seem to know everybody's case before it happened. Niggas know all kind of shit. Just from the seat. That's what your man Chief X do, yo. He sit in his house and make up shit, and since he's funny, so niggas, I don't think a nigga funny, but niggas think he's funny, right? They, you know what I mean? They go for that shit instead of asking, so, well, how would you know that? Like, how the fuck would you know that? How do you know? You all the way in California, but you know everything about everybody's shit. Boy.
So the mighty Hebrew went to jail 6 years ago for pedophilia, and now he home, and he back on YouTube.
Yeah, he got a video. He over there in Demona. I think he went to Demona and was talking shit about me while he was on it. Like, he slips of the tongue, nigga. You lucky. I ain't the one to pull somebody's record, yo, but I'm definitely the one to get somebody to do it. Hey, yo, you tripping. Don't ever say my name.
So the pedophile came home and started talking about you?
Nah, he been home for about 3 years. We job cool. You know what I'm saying? When I say cool, like we cordial, but he always try to run that bullshit. And then he just got reckless lately, maybe a couple months ago. Like I get on the head because he said something 3 months ago, and I'm just deciding to get him back. But he got real slick. Like don't get slick with me. Yep.
That's crazy.
They don't get slick with me. All right, damn. Time to get your friendly preacher, yo. Show how they do what they do to you.
Dude, pulling up, huh?
Pull it up, yo. The Joe Osteen, yo.
I'm on the phone. I ain't at the laptop.
Damn. See? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Damn. Let me get it from the thing that you put it in.
Mika said he was like 20 dating a teen.
Huh?
Or
What?
something, and the mom calls the police on him. Now he on the sex registration. So
she said what?
Mika One is saying he was like 20, dating a teenager. And he said the mother called the police on him, and now he got to be on the sex registry. So
No.
what are you saying, Mika? It wasn't that bad because he was 20.
What? Hell no, yo. Somebody be 20 and date my motherfucking 6-year-old daughter, yo.
So that was the case. He was 20.
Yeah, he tried to act like he was 8. Some stupid shit, man. He tried to work everybody's head. He tried to work at, you know what I'm saying? Like I was really 17 and the girl was 16 and the parents called her.
Oh, so he was trying to act like he was only like 4 years older than her.
No, he tried a couple years. He tried to make it seem like he was
if he's 20 and she's 16, then he can act like I was just only 4 years older than her.
Like, no, I think he tried to con us even more. Yo, he tried to say he was like 17 and the girl was like 15 and it was cool. But then they got him because statute. You know what I'm trying to say? How he tried to play it.
Yeah, that's statutory right there.
Yeah,
no, he tried to rock everybody to sleep. Nigga, when you read the shit, it ain't none of the shit he said. You feel me?
Yeah, Ramon just said he gave like 3 different stories.
Right. See, I want to listen to those stories, nigga. You've been convicted. You're on the website. I ain't listening to you. You went to jail for 6 years, yo.
The crackhead he wouldn't give dope to called the police and said he slept with her daughter. What kind of shit?
The nigga did 7 years, yo.
So he had to sleep with her. It don't matter. It don't matter if the mother was a crackhead,
the mom
or not. You know what I mean? It don't matter whether the little girl was loose or not. It don't matter if she came on to him. None of that shit matter. If you're a grown up and you have sex with a minor, you're a goddamn pedophile. Period. It's no excuse for that shit.
Yeah, come on, yo. Somebody tried to act like somebody was, man, come on, man. I know we ain't doing that, is we?
I mean, but that's what, because in our community, the first thing happened is we blame the victim. We do that automatically though. Like the shit is embedded in us. I remember growing up, if a little girl end up messing with an older dude, the people in the neighborhood, even her family, would immediately jump and call her fast and hot in the ass. Like, but that's a child. What about this grown ass man? Like that, you see what I'm saying? Like, how do you, or her mother get high? Like, it's her mother fault. No, it's always that grown man fault. How the fuck can a crackhead mother and a goddamn underage girl make a grown man have sex with her? That don't, like, the shit is the dumbest shit in the world that we do. They even say that you can blame the fucking child for something that a grown kids can do any fucking thing. That's why they kids. You can't judge them the same way. I wish somebody a grown up would do something to my child, and I sit there and blame my fucking child over that shit. You're the most horrible parent in the world if you do that shit.
They do it all the time, yo.
Yeah, if somebody do something to your child and you sit there and blame your fucking child for it, you don't deserve to have children. I'm gonna just say that flat out. Anytime we make excuses for motherfuckers, right, that's accused of fucking with an underage person, whether you gave an underage person drugs, alcohol, anything, it's the grown up fault. But y'all go ahead. That's just how I feel about it.
I'm gonna get them though. I ain't found the one. Once I get the right information together, I ain't gonna get them because I ain't doing it. But I'm gonna get them though. Talk shit. So y'all see right here, right? Let's move forward. The plumber finds cash checks behind loose toilet in the wall at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church. Man, the discovery comes after $600,000 in checks and cash disappeared from the Houston mega church safe in 2014.
600,000. Damn.
600,000. Envelopes full of cash checks were found behind a loose toilet by a plumber doing repairs to the celebrity evangelist Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Texas. According to the church representatives, the plumber detailed the bizarre discovery made on November the 10th at the Houston mega church. Hey, boy. Boy, hey, man, them does is wild, yo. I feel like you, Chef. I turn around and look at him, he stopped. Hell no, yo, they tripping, yo. Mess me up, boy. It says the plumber, it say detailed a bizarre discovery. It is bizarre, 600,000 in checks and cash made on November 10th at the Houston mega church on the morning of, what's that, 100.3 The Bull. It's a country music radio station in the city. There was loose toilet in the wall, and we removed the towel. The caller said the NBC affiliate KPRC of Houston reported. It said we went to remove the toilet, and I moved some installation away, and about 500 envelopes fell out the wall. And I was like, "Oh wow!"
That plumber
then contacted.
That plumber is a whole asshole. That shit would have been all in my fucking pants, yo.
It couldn't have been me and you, Chef. Hold on, let's talk about that. Let me finish this part right here. Look, it said the envelope fell. It said, I was like, oh wow. The plumber then contacted the maintenance supervisor and turned and the envelopes in. Yeah.
Yo,
it's all clear. It said it's not clear how much was in the envelopes. You know he took some of that bread, yo. Representatives from the church acknowledged the discovery recently while repairs. I don't finish reading that. Anyway, so let's talk about this.
Was the checks and the envelopes. They would have got.
I think that was somebody. What? I think that was somebody's little personal bank account, yo. Like somebody was going in that joint, like whenever they needed.
No. They reported a robbery in 2014.
No, I'm talking about like because it was in the wall now.
No, they reported a robbery and the church got robbed, yo. You listening?
Right. Yeah.
Good. What was you saying?
I'm saying I think whoever put it in there, I think whenever they needed a little something, they went in that junk to get the check out and then covered it back up. You know what I'm saying? Went in there, got a little something and came back out and just that was their own little personal stash spot or something.
So
stealing from the church though.
First of all, I don't know about you, Chef and Kent, but if I crack a wall and find envelopes for the money, I already know that shit ain't supposed to be there.
Right. Right. I ain't got to call nobody and tell them.
Right. I ain't got to call nobody.
I'm going to put all that shit in my jacket and seal that fucking wall back up.
Fix the toilet. Look, fix the toilet, close it up. And then I'm saying, ain't nobody going to say, yo, who did that?
Yeah, right. Nah.
Right? I'm saying, so, okay, the only people going to come at you is a criminal. And you know what I mean? I could deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You person in the church ain't going to come at me and tell me, yo, that's the money of the church. Nigga, churches don't hide money in the wall, nigga. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? That's not, okay, so I've already thought of this. I've already got the bags filled up. I've already fixed the toilet and went happily into the motherfucking sun.
Right.
I've already destroyed the checks. The checks been burned up in the bonfire. You know, go to the store and get some lighter fluid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what that guy was doing, but we do know that guy ain't give all them envelopes back. We do know that, don't we, y'all?
I don't know.
That nigga had to be a believer. He had to be a believer, yo. That's the only way.
There's something wrong.
Believe what? What did you believe in? That the money was the church's money hidden in the wall?
He believes something, but turn it in. He had some kind of conviction behind that shit.
Could he? I don't know. I ain't that gullible. 600,000. It probably was more than that. All right. It's an odd number, ain't it? Then them dudes, so you mean they collecting 600,000 a night? Yeah, you know, Joel Osteen, yo, they had them things that they get that kind of money, yo. Yeah, all based off of Christianity, yo.
Every week.
Yeah, they get that money like that, yo. That ain't no joke.
Agnostic said, I gotta get off here. My daughter just said she would have took a stack of cash. Exactly. Like anybody, like yo, if I find a wall full of money, right, in a church, not in a drug dealer house. If it's in a drug dealer house, you might need to think about it because they're gonna smoke your ass over that shit.
Yeah.
But in a goddamn church, man. Look,
ain't supposed to be there, yo.
Yeah, them church people gonna have to come looking for me. They gonna have to come looking for me. Fuck, that man Joel Osteen would have just had to square up over that. Like, simple and blank. Like 600,000, yo. Come on, yo. Who turns that in, yo? Like, it gotta be more to that story, yo. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's more to it. 600,000 just don't show up in the thing, yo.
Yeah,
it don't make no sense.
It's like that episode of Good Times, right? What was that episode of Good Times when what the fuck had happened in Florida made James get the money back? The bank robbery. Yeah, the bank got robbed on Good Times, and the guy dropped the bag of money, and James picked it up and brought it home. And the motherfucker told they could have kept the money because this was back before they used to put the dye packs in the bags. This was in the 70s. I mean, I don't know if y'all know anybody who robbed banks, but I know a couple dudes who used to rob banks, and they put dye packs in the bag. And the dye packs, once you get a certain amount of distance away from the bank, the dye pack explode, and the dye get all over the money. But real bank robbers know how to wash that dye off the money. You know what I mean? But anyway, the Good Times episode, the motherfucking the robber dropped the bag. James, the father, if y'all don't watch Good Times, picked the bag up, came home. Florida, goofy ass, the mother made Joe give the money back to the bank because the bank said we're going to give a reward for whoever get the money. I think they gave him like a toaster and a gift card. It was something. Man, I could have killed Florida, man. Like, I hated her. Florida Evans was like the worst person on TV back in the day. But go ahead, y'all. Just hate her.
They gave a nigga a toaster, yo.
It was something stupid, yo. It was something stupid, yo. Alright. Per Black said Florida used to be tripping. Yeah, she definitely used to be tripping, yo. She believed that white Jesus was gonna look out for her. But Joel Osteen is a man. If he sounded like more and more of a crook every day, but
man, all them prosperity preachers be sounding like that, man. They getting millions.
Yeah, that private jet and the private jets and shit. Yeah, not saying, but I ain't no Christian, so I ain't gonna judge them. They do what they do in their religion. If it ain't wrong for them, then hey, they the ones who keep giving their money to them.
I remember Kenneth Copeland used to come on back in the day. I used to watch his joint when I was a kid. And shit, man, I ain't know that motherfucker was a billionaire or damn near a billionaire, probably a millionaire.
Who was his name?
Niggas, Kenneth Copeland. Nigga used to come on every morning, like early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
So you telling me you used to be up 5, 6 in the morning watching
5, 6
church?
in the morning.
Shit
just used to be on.
That's what I'm saying. You's a wild nigga though.
Yo, I remember the nigga. I remember that shit like yesterday though.
Kent is a wild card, yo.
Hey, what about
the
in the
nigga morning to watch church, yo?
Hey, look, what about the nigga that used to be on? What about the black dude that used to be on late night screaming and shit, yo?
I ain't
like, God! You ain't never seen that nigga? Damn,
I don't watch church on TV. That shit is not.
I'm coping, nigga. Y'all wanna know how I learned? Go ahead, Ken.
This nigga, the black dude used to be on at night, like midnight and shit. Used to sell like holy handkerchiefs and shit, and holy water and shit, yo. Like this shit crazy. I'm gonna look him up though to show y'all who it was though. Go ahead,
I ain't never go for that, but I will tell you
go for it,
I used to when I used to be getting high right in my room, I used to have on the Christian radio station, and that's what I learned. You know, all the stories in the Bible. You know what I mean? Day after day, listening to it, listening to discussions around it, all that they used to read. That's what I really, it was crazy as shit, right? And so I know what you're saying. I'd be up 4 o'clock in the morning and shit.
But you was getting high. Kent wasn't getting high, so I don't understand. Getting high means, listen, getting high means you was out of your mind. Kent, why was you watching it?
And that shit you used to be on, man. Kearney Thomas, yo. That's the black dude name, Kearney Thomas. I ain't never heard of him.
Unc just admitted that he was out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, I was out of my mind, dog. I mean, getting blitzed, yo, like non-stop blitz, like I was crazy, yo, like my shit was. You know what I mean? With a whole pocket full of money. I ain't talking about like I mean, just ridiculous, yo, like just bananas. And them commercials come on, like you were saying, yo, them preachers be on there, y'all be looking. It's crazy. But that shit just downloaded in my head where I really got a real, the Christianity, all that shit. That's why a nigga can't beat me in that. So let's go ahead and strike up the band, right? Let me do this, yo. I don't even know what the dude's name is, man. What's his name, Chef? Y'all was listening to him. You was like, yo, go check it out.
Yo, I just learned a new name today called the Mighty Hebrew. So I definitely don't know the nigga name that you was arguing with on Side. Garfield said it was his teacher.
Yeah, that's Garfield teacher.
So we just gonna go off of
Garfield teacher. Yeah, we're gonna go off against Garfield teacher. We're gonna go off for that.
Hey, Garfield,
so the reason I'm bringing this up,
Garfield, remember that shit, because what we about to do to this dude, this is your teacher. You said it, and we gotta go back and get the clip of you saying that this goddamn cowboy was your goddamn teacher.
So when I play the clip, right?
I'm scared.
I got mad, really.
I'm scared, yo. I'm scared to read Garfield's book at this point, yo. And he said
you ain't right.
He said that this dude was his teacher.
Support Garfield work.
I'm terrified at this point, yo. If this
dude learned the Hebrew from the guy, he learned the Hebrew. Nah, I ain't gonna joke about your work, yo. I got this work, man. It's work work pretty good. Let me see. So all right. So the reason I played the clip because I read I was looking at the video again, right? Mm-hmm. And niggas was commenting on the video, talking shit. And that's the one thing that I was like, I don't know about that, man.
They said his name Dwight. His name Dwight, yo.
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name, man.
Garfield teacher.
Garfield teacher. That's the nigga name. Garfield teacher. So you know, everybody always think I'm crazy as hell, specifically over there, right?
Right.
But people that have been around me for a while, they kind of be like, okay, let me hear where he really going at with it. Let me see where he going at it. Let me see. Where's he really going at it? And you'll see because I'm a better listener than most people give me, right? So let me go into the comments real quick. I'm definitely a better listener than most people think because I'm listening how to catch the pseudos. So I got to be a real meticulous listener, yo. So you know what I'm saying? I'm listening, right, for the nonsense. And see, you know, my specialty, I love archaeology. I love talking about archaeological surveys. I love evolution. So when I hear a person start talking about that, my ears go up. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Oh, you messing that up. Then I'll start saying, well, how can I trust the rest of the conversation? Right? Then I realized that Garfield teacher, who else was on there? Reggie. Yeah, Reggie. Reggie, you told that guy, I agree with you. But I know he didn't mean that. He was saying that, being nice to get to his point. Right? I can't play those games. Shout out to brother Reggie. Garfield was being a little nice, probably wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I mean, and you know, everybody try to keep it cool and smooth. I ain't the keep it cool and smooth guy, right? What I have learned is I don't immediately start cussing people out, call them pseudo. I like to work my way up to it, right? And for the most part, if you keep it cordial with me, I'm gonna keep it with you. So I use the word nigga, right? But I was talking to him and I said, the nigga won't let me, this nigga won't let me talk, right? He took offense to the word nigga. So right now, I would like to apologize to the brother for calling him a nigga because obviously that's one of the words that's his pet peeve. I can understand that. But the next shit that followed out his mouth with the fuck me, that let me know that he did, man, Onyx, damn it, Onyx. Give me that cord real quick. Hurry up. Quickness. My computer about to shut off. So the next words that follow, the fuck me and all that, means you really didn't respect me because what I learned, if you respect a person, especially when you say you respect a person, you're going to let them talk. When you don't really respect them, yo, you just going, I don't want to hear that shit that nigga saying. He always on that. Let me just keep talking over him. So he never really had that type of respect. Now, he might not have had that I'm a cuss out energy, right? Until I kind of, you know, pushed him on the edge a little bit. You know, Chef do that shit too, push a nigga on the edge. Good at that. So, you know, so I kind of pushed him on the edge because, you know, sometimes I really want to know where your heart is. So even no matter how mad I get at Chef, I don't say, man, fuck you, Chef, you a bitch ass nigga, because my heart ain't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, right, Chef?
I got you.
Hey, so let's play it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it, right? I wanna. These are some of the things that I know Chef and them heard. I want to play this, right? And the reason I'm doing this, I'm not trying to belittle the brother because I think he's developing, right? He's developing, right? He's getting out of religion now, but he says he doesn't believe in the God, but he believes the Bible certain has
the Quran.
prophetic. Okay, he do all that. He at that stage right now. So I'm not trying to stop his development, right? But what I'm saying is the road he's on, he's turning to the left, the hard left. He's on the pseudo shit. And I'm going to show y'all, then I'm going to show you why we do what we do and why I'm doing this. I'm really doing this to show you how, when we talk about science, you got to be very meticulous, right? You got to be spot on. When you talk about a subject, you got to know who you're talking to. So if I'm on something that is right, I understand. If I say 10,000 anything, then people are going to take me at my word. I'm not going to say Egypt at 10,000. There is no Egypt. I'll preface it with, well, you know, there wasn't no Egypt yet. There are other civilizations here, such and such. You got to say that because niggas will start saying the pyramids is 10,000 years old. That's all they hearing. War, right? They're hearing that. So they actually think it's a great civilization, right? With millions of people at 10,000 years ago fighting some kind of war. Now, I'm not even saying that he framed it like that, but he framed it like that. I'm gonna say this again real slow. I'm not gonna say that he framed it like that. Meaning, I'm not saying that he by any means trying to say it was that many people, right? But the fact that he said it without putting the information specifics in it would let the pseudo run off track. So let me start out with the origin of writing. He talked to Reggie, and Reggie let him out there with the nonsense, trying to be nice. We don't have to be nice in scholarship. We challenge each other all the time. You even know what the hell you talking about or you don't. And it's clear, right? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and he doesn't know what he's talking about because of the sources he's using, right? He's regurgitating almost banana white boy. The white boy almost bananas. He's close to it. He's close to the banana range. He's close to it. He's pretty close. Right? He's jumping out the window. White boy. Watch this. Here we go.
Witness what they saw create. All right. I know it sounds like an oxymoron. It sounds like a conundrum.
Go back.
Or if they have something like a warbird and then a name after that, then that goes into the dynastic period where we can detect the king, a ruler, the chief, the king. Do you, from whether this kind of a triage, from your studies and looking at writing, do you see anything else that I might have to look up before I put this book to print?
So I'm confused. Like, why in the hell does Reggie ask him anything for a fucking book, Reggie? You brother Reggie. You supposed to already heard the conversation before you called in. You would never ask him about anything or putting anything in the book, Reggie. So at some point, I'm thinking Reggie might have been tricked a little bit on this one. Well, let's watch this. This is the answer he comes up with. This is when the pseudo alert goes off.
In all honesty, brother, it depends on how radical or rather how controversial you want to get. You know what I'm saying? Because now, y'all got to bear with me for a second. I hope this don't discredit everything that I've said previously.
It absolutely is. That's why we don't go radical and make up our own shit and add the crazy white boys into it, because it will discredit everything you say.
My firm thought is that mankind was inspired to learn how to write by observing the stars. And that.
How many of y'all agree with that?
What'd he say?
I'm gonna go back. Mankind was inspired to writing by observing the stars. It's a statement, right? That once you dig into what he's saying, you'll understand why he's saying it, and it'll give you a line of pseudo works. The statement is bigger than y'all think. The statement ain't of him, it's of some ridiculous white boys that took a super ridiculous white boy information. And I'm gonna show you how I go down a rabbit hole and get it out. Let's see again.
Mythology is how the world was dark. You know what I'm saying? There was a water. Do you, from whether this kind of a triage, from your studies and looking at writing, do you see anything else that I might have to look up before I put this book to print? In all honesty, brother, it depends on how radical or rather how controversial you want to get. You know what I'm saying? Because now, y'all got to bear with me for a second. I hope this don't discredit everything that I've said previously. My firm thought is that mankind was inspired to learn how to write by observing the stars. And not what we see today, because the cosmos did not have this form. One thing that you will find consistently in mythology is how the world was dark. You know what I'm saying? There was a watery abyss, and then there was a sole creator who had an activity that sparked, you know what I'm saying, creation, evolution, tomato. these events were basically us witnessing the, oh man, how do I say this without sounding? All right, I'll just cut across the line. Early man witnessed what they saw create. All right, I know it sounds like an oxymoron, it sounds like a conundrum, but it's plain. They observed over here. Yeah. They observed it, right? So when if we're looking at the formation of a star, particularly a brown dwarf star, you know what I'm saying, and we watch the flaring and we place ourselves right up under it, we'll start to see plasma filaments and instabilities and stuff that take on shapes. If you study plasma physics, plasma, it starts off in a straight line, then it starts curling up, and then it starts forming different little whatever have you, sometimes in the form of fish, some of them look in the form of birds. You're familiar with petroglyphs, so you've probably seen all of this. If you compare the rock part, the petroglyphs, if you compare what's on the petroglyphs to plasma instabilities, you know what I'm saying? And then reference that in comparison to how brown dwarf stars behave when they are met with greater electrical potential, you might just have something to add noteworthy before you publish. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I will say about that.
I agree. It's just that what is tested, right? So we see stars, we see the sun, right? But they seem to start off with water. Water seems to be something that they figured out that all animals, plants, and humans needed, right? And so when pottery emerged, they marked the pottery with wavy lining dotted pottery. Another person on his channel, Uncle Keki, he always talks about that. And then from there, they began to detail these pots because the pots traveled with human beings. That's one of the things. You can't go long distances without a pot with water, right? Or something that painful. And so then they began other markings. And so what's tested is shoe for air, and what's tested is Teflon, and is the ground or would be dead. And then it was attributes of animals. But then you're not incorrect because what's not attested in writing, but you can see it is the markings that they created, like the Nakaplaya, right? Yeah. They learned to watch shadows, but how they describe that would be like, okay, so if you have Nakaplaya, that's writing itself, right? That's a mathematical writing. So I do agree, because certainly they had to tell time. Time was important to their survival. So I in my book I didn't leave that out. It's just that the big thought, like, okay, so later in dynastic they have the Kimino. Aminet, Nununet, Ket, hey. They have these concepts, and you find some of those concepts within the writing of the other groups, of like the Torah. I just don't find. I see them showing the sky in the rock art.
All right, let me freeze that for they play that, so he can put that book. Did y'all hear some of that?
Yeah, we heard a lot of nonsense.
Good night. What was that all about?
So, okay, he breaks out a book, right? So let me hold on one sec. Let's go to a dwarf star, a brown dwarf, right? And so a brown dwarf, actually, it doesn't emanate enough light because it's basically gases. Let me see. Hold on, man. Let me try to get an article on what a dwarf star, a brown dwarf is, right? It doesn't even produce. What the hell is wrong? Let's do that. It doesn't even produce enough light for you to. You definitely ain't seen it with the naked eye. All right. So there's a problem. Now wrong my phone, man. Why my phone acting crazy? I probably gotta turn it off and turn it on, huh?
Pay the bill.
Pay the bill? Yeah, they don't emanate, like I said. Yep. Unlike the sun, they have no eternal energy source and emit almost no visible light. Brown dwarfs are formed along stars by the contraction of gases and dust, an interstellar medium. So who the hell is seeing that in Neolithic time at 10,000 BCE? Who's understanding that? Or who's seeing that?
People with an open third eye. The one with the eye right in the middle of the forehead.
Right.
Okay, so let me go back up here. See, y'all be thinking I'm just picking on people. I'm actually not, yo. Like I'm saying is, yo, I just don't allow people to come into the study, right? Don't talk about the cosmos, right? Don't talk about evolution. Don't do it. You can expect to get critiqued. So he breaks out this book, right? All right. So I'm already knowing he breaks out a book, which is good, right? And then see, when you break out a book, like we say, a pseudo always died their source. So when he break out the book, now I can see what type of reading material is on his mind. How you doing, brother Cedric? Man, good to have you, bro. Now you been at? Pseudo killer fish.
It's been a minute. It's great to be back in the panel with the family. What y'all been doing? I've been doing this and that. Started a little local podcast. Been doing a little local anchor show. I've been busy.
But you ain't let nobody know about keeping crazy niggas up. I get it. I'm not mad. I get it. All right, here you go.
Rain, right? Those big events, they may be in the
Look at the screen, Reggie. Look at the screen. Why you talking?
Check this out, bro, Reggie. This right here, this is art that had been depicted in the lifespan of the artist at the time. All right, these are basically the evolution of plasma instabilities. They start off as curls, then they start unwinding into other things.
Like really, yo, like who's going for that? Who wrote a pseudo book that says that those shapes right there are plasma instabilities from a dwarf star that don't even emanate light? Is this the game we playing?
Post hoc rationalization.
We're gonna
classic logical fallacy.
Hold on, watch this. He gonna have the white boy in the back of the watch.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So the reason why I brought that up is, all right. So, as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna tell you the name of the book. The name of the book is called Flesh Star. You know what I'm saying? By a gentleman named Eduardo Cardona. He has a 5-book series.
Okay, so now we got the guy that he's reading, and this is when our homework starts. All right.
I firmly believe that, you know, gleaning, or even I would recommend reading the series itself. It will answer that question, because there's some things that we have to come to terms with. You know what I'm saying? Their cosmos wasn't like ours. You know what I'm saying? It just simply wasn't. And to not elongate this, because I guarantee you that's like a 4-hour talk conversation. What with all the questions and answers in itself. But if you go back and look at the author's name is Eduardo Cardona. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2016 before he could finish his series. But he wrote 5 books, and in those 5 books, he's theorizing. Now, granted, he is theorizing. What?
He's theorizing. He's not coming over the theory. He's theorizing. See, that's the trick flip word for y'all. That's the word. You saying, yo, did he purport a theory? Is he just theorizing? He's basically guessing, right? So he's guessing, okay? And we're presenting information as if it's a fact, because the statements was clear. This is how early humans first learned how to write, by watching the stars, the plasma off of a brown dwarf. I understand what brown dwarfs are. They don't emanate enough light. They don't produce enough energy to do that. A brown dwarf is really a failed star. And I'm not thinking that anybody during that time period remotely would have even known what they was looking at, or if they could even see it. They're playing games at this point. I'm pretty sure somewhere in that book, They're gonna find a way to get there. But let me show y'all something. Right? This is what I want to show y'all. All right. Let me show y'all how we do. So we got the book. All right, we got the book. Hey, y'all, come on, man, with all that noise now. Come on. Hold on. Get all the sources. I know y'all hear me, yo. Hey, Ken, you don't hear me, bro? I'm live. Whatever you need to do, it ain't right here, bro. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, yo. Everybody can hear your conversation, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna show you how I break them all the way down. Yo, we break them all the way down. That's what you gotta do. You gotta break them all the way down. Very last compound. You gotta do it. So what we want to do is we want to get you his book. Let's get you the book. All right. Let's see what the book say. Let's just get you the book. Before we get you the book, damn it. Let's get you the author, right? Let's see what things say about the person that wrote your book. One more second. Hold on. I think I got one more link here. All right. One more link here. Nope, that ain't the one. I want y'all to get it the way I got it. Hold on, let me get this one more thing. Phone acts silly. Hold on. Get this last link in here. Go ahead, say something. Where you at?
Oh no, we it's crazy that that Sinetta and them ain't catch none of the stuff that he was saying or challenge anything that he was saying. That kind of messed me up. Listening to the show, it was like everything he was saying, they was just sitting there nodding in agreement to it. And when Reggie came on, I thought Brother Reggie was gonna give him some pushback, but Reggie just, let him get away with murder. Like he was combining before he got into science, he was combining Hebrew and Arabic shit together. He was combining Judaism and Islamic concepts together, right? Making his own philosophy up, right? Just doing a hack job. You know what I mean? That's what I call that. He was hacking through the cultures and the religions, right? But it seemed like they was just they was in agreement with him, because as long as he was going at the Hebrew Israelites, right, then they was just going to agree with the shit he was saying, just because he was saying that the current Hebrew Israelite camps didn't know proper Hebrew. So they was going along with him because I guess he was showing some inconsistencies in the way that they represent the Hebrew language. So they was going along with everything else that he said. And that's why I had texted you the call into the show. You know what I mean? Because this guy was on a goddamn rampage, and Garfield and them just gave him control of the damn just took their hands off the wheel and let that lunatic stay. So
so here we go. Here's the guy, DeWard Cardona, right? And so when I read it, I was saying, okay, what is about this? Let me tell you, this particular guy, right? He's kind of linked to, you'll see people that's dealing with Yahweh and that type of stuff that guy's talking about. They're all kind of linked together where they want to kind of like mix the Bible as being real. The Bible is actually naming certain cataclysms, right? And let me show you how I ran up on it. So first thing, I come right here, I'm reading it. It says right here, it says, he was one of the founding fathers behind the Canadian Society for Interdisciplinary Studies. I'm like, right?
Archaeology.
Right, then I read, and has acted as a consultant on mythology and cosmology for chronology and cataclysm review. I was like, that just sounds familiar. And when I looked it up, boom, I found it right here. Y'all know who this guy is, right? The Vavowski Encyclopedia. Y'all know who that is. I know y'all don't.
No, we don't.
Of course y'all don't.
I never heard of this.
Look, watch this. Here you go. Hold on. The Canadian Society Integrated Disciplinary Study was founded in 1982 to explore, watch this, to explore and evaluate Emanuel Vavowski's theory of cataclysms. I was like, oh, who is this? Boom. And once I knew who it was, I knew who it was. He wrote this book right here. Y'all look, Worlds in Collision. Now, if y'all been studying with me for a while, you'll know that people used to try to use this against me, try to use this shit, right? I was like, oh, that's that guy, right? Watch this. Here we go. In this book, Emanuel Vavowski, published in 1950, the book postulates that around the 15th century BCE, the planet Venus was ejected from Jupiter as the comet or comet-like object and passed near Earth. The actual collision isn't mentioned. See right there? Watch this. It says the subject allegedly changed Earth's orbit, okay, and axis, causing, what's this? Innumerable catastrophes that are mentioned in early mythologies and religions from around the world. Watch this. The book has been heavily criticized as a work of what, y'all?
Fiction.
No. See the word?
Pseudoscience.
No,
Pseudo-scientific. What's this? Consisting of statements, beliefs, and practices that claim to be both scientific and factual, but are incompatible with the scientific method. Pseudoscience is often characterized by contradictory, exaggerated, and unfalsifiable claims. Look, man. So watch this. And cataclysms. And many of its claims are completely rejected by the established scientific community as they are supported as they are not supported by any available evidence. So I'm saying, you mean to tell me that this guy right here built a whole society based around studying that book and didn't realize it was pseudoscientific? I'm gonna say this again, bro. He was one of the founding fathers behind the Canadian Society for the Cataclysm Review. Okay? He is one of the founding fathers behind the Canadian Society for the Interdisciplinary Studies and has acted as consultant for mythology and cosmology of the chronology and cataclysm review. So they built organizations around a pseudoscientific book. Now I got it. Now I understand. Now I get it. Of course it's pseudoscience. That's how you deconstruct them. That's how you get to what you need to get to.
So this dude is another guy who's bringing pseudoscience to the community.
Facts.
Crazy.
And nobody knows it. And nobody can really understand and reason it. Yeah, right, you know what I'm saying? Because the way he was saying it, you know what I mean? You know, you might want to use him to beat up the Hebrews, but you beat up the Hebrews with pseudoscience. Like it's just bananas. Like let them live then if you're gonna do it like that. Because you're doing the same thing they doing. And then you can kind of read the reviews on the books, man. And, you know, like, come on, man, like right here, the so-called Clovis comet, it say the so-called Clovis, this is about the book, right? Remember, he said, read this series, right? It say the so-called Clovis comet that supposedly recooled the earth during this event of the Younger Dryas. Anybody know, study with me, the Younger Dryas is a geological event dealing with when the earth cooled down. We call it the Ice Age. Right? So these guys take advantage of you not understanding all of that, and they bob and weave in and out. I love geology, right? Younger Dryas that followed the warming spell at the end of the Paleocene Ice Age ended up capturing the imagination of both scientists and laymen during the first decade of the 21st century. While the present work has much to offer concerning the real cause that occurrence, it is prefaced with additional evidence in favor of the theoretical model advanced in the three prequels. That's those three books right here. All right. It says the previous sun is there shown to have been sub-brown dwarf that together with the earth and lo had been wandering freely through space. So the earth is wandering free. Wait, watch this.
That sounds crazy.
Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. The previous sun is there shown to have been a sub-brown dwarf. So he's saying there was another sun over the earth that together with earth in low, is that low right there? Yeah. In low, in my fault, in tow, it said had been wandering freely through space. Yo, imagine the earth with a brown dwarf wandering freely through space. Think about that woman. Okay? Before it was captured into the confines of the solar system, where in time it developed into the present gaseous planet Saturn. What? The terrestrial devastation that transpired in conjunction with the Younger Dryas dismantled our Paleolithic ancestors, even while exposing the survivors to the phenomenon emanations that were transforming the sun above them. Wow. It was their endeavor in trying to understand that was transpiring above their heads that finally led them to endow their brown dwarf star with indomitable life. The fear that hold on, move this up. Watch this. The fear that the upheaval installed in them, together with the attempt to place its heavenly source, is what led our ancestors' ritual pacifications in their long climb towards a hope-filled faith that ended in religion. So they really saying that that's the ordinary religion was when the earth, man, look, man, okay, you know what? I'm not doing this. Okay, I'm just not. I gave y'all the sources, right? Y'all go ahead and play the game. Yeah, I mean, let me see. You know what I mean? Look, go ahead and grab that source real quick. Put it in your serial killer. There you go. Grab that, scan it, and get it. Y'all get it. All right. I'm not doing it. So at this point, I clearly understand. Where it is. Now, but that ain't what made me hot. Right? That ain't what got me hot about the whole damn situation, right? Reading these stupid ass comments right here, like this shit, like this. Watch this. Watch this. People think I'm hating.
That's the peanut gallery, That's the peanut gallery. Don't let the peanut gallery upset you.
Yeah, no, I got you. Because they hate us. Look, Unc sound like he is in his feelings because Garfield dealing with a sharp young brother. See, once again, where we heard this before? We heard this in what? Young Pharaoh.
Young
Pharaoh, right? It's happening again. I'm not saying that brother gonna be that, but once y'all bring him into the fold and he start that nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Man, watch this. He knew nothing about. So now I'm mad. Let me get this straight. I'm mad because Garfield's dealing with a sharp young brother that I knew nothing about. It's in all reality, secondary guests shouldn't be allowed to filibuster the topic of discussion, to filter their narratives, wasting the people opportunity to gain new, credible knowledge in the attempt to discard primary guest presentation. Man, that's a nut. Yeah, you're a nut. Yeah, that's a nut right there. I said, I'm going live. I got you. Yeah, Bluetooth. I told you I was going live. I got you. Okay. What else we say? Somebody else says something. Hold on. That get me just riled up. Because it's easy for me to catch, bro. Hold on. Where else my name pop up in here? Hold on. Here you go. Was really petty. With the what? With his symptomatics. No, what's the word, man? Semantics today. Check in my head. It he understood what the white was saying, just like we do. Really? I feel like Unc showed some jealousy because there was another brother on with Garfield that is intelligent and scholarship. What?
Oh.
See? Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
They just slow, yo.
Learning nothing.
No,
they ain't learning nothing.
It just shows that they slow. Because they was actually picking up that crazy shit that he was putting down. You know what I mean? So, oh man.
They still ain't learned nothing about methodology. All the teaching we've been doing, Sean been doing. We keep hammering methodology, epistemology. How do I know this is credible?
They like a motherfucker that sound good. That's all.
This guy comes.
See, that's a part of the pseudo shit, right? That's a part of the whole con artist game. Our people like people that sound good.
Yeah,
like
just sound good.
Yeah, the more smoother you sound,
flow.
Right? Yeah, and able to flow with they love it. You know what I mean? They want to believe in geniuses. That's just all it is. Our people want to believe that people out here are geniuses. This guy told you over and over that he didn't go to school, right? But he know all these languages, right? He can decipher languages and this, that, and the third. And he kept telling you he didn't go to school. So y'all just want to believe that y'all don't have to go to school because somehow in y'all melanin, y'all just geniuses. The essence of greatness is just buried in y'all, and somehow y'all got to be able to uncover that. Because we all geniuses deep down inside. Y'all want to believe that shit. So people like this guy and Polite in them, right? They feed that nonsense that y'all want to believe. That, you know, the young pharaohs in them, like they just so brilliant. No, they motherfucking con artists. They flim flammers. That's what they are. And y'all get caught by that shit every time. Every time. So have fun with that shit. Keep reading them comments, yo. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I ain't finished. I want to give them up a quick source right here, right? So, this is NASA's website. All right, they know what the hell a brown dwarf is. Unlike the sun, they have no internal energy source. So we know that the sun is actually fighting against gravity, and the core of it is actually producing. It's actually fusion. My fault. Fission. Is it fusion? No, fusion. All right. So it's not splitting the atom. It's fusing them together. It's called fusion. It's called clean energy, right? Energy source and emits almost no visible light. Brown dwarfs are formed along with stars by what? By contraction of gases and dust in the interstellar medium. Okay? They say the first brown dwarf was not discovered until 1995. Yet McLean suspects the galaxy is teeming with them. Now hold on. This is what I need to get right here. It said the brown dwarfs are so elusive, but it actually was over top of the Earth as the Earth floated through the space. Remember that? Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The brown dwarfs are so elusive, so hard to find, McLean said. They can be detected best in the what? In the infrared? Am I saying that right?
The what?
Infrared.
You know, that ain't no red. Oh, yeah, you're right. Infrared. Oh, man. Damn, I couldn't. Yeah, I can't. I don't need to make this bigger. I can't see it. Make that damn retarded. Trust me. That's an easy word, infrared. You feel me?
You definitely can read red.
Yeah, I can read that. Okay, now I'm good, man. Yeah, I can read the word red. And infrared. And even within the infrared, it says they are very difficult to detect. It says we detect the heat glow from these faint objects in the infrared. It says typically they have to be what? Relatively close by, within 100 light years. What? For us to even detect the heat signature. So do y'all realize this guy was basically saying that those damn things he showed on the book was actually another human seeing that and translating that? Did y'all realize that? I give up, y'all. I'm gonna say this real slow. Remember when he opened up the book and he showed you some of those objects, right, from Neolithic times, and the artisan was putting the swirl and then the symbols on that he was actually saying this person was witnessing a brown dwarf. I give the fuck up. Like, this is retarded for me. You know what I'm saying? So don't cuss me out and be pseudo. How about that? Let's get all that straight.
The Dogons saw Sirius B. What you talking about, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
When you say dwarf star, the dwarf sun, and the earth were bouncing through the galaxy, I get an image of Andy Griffith and his son going down to the pond fishing, whistling that tune.
So, all right, you stupid. Let me read this. This is a positive comment. He said, I think the big takeaway from all of this today shows is that despite how long he has been riding with you, the positivity Unc brings to the platform never reaches whole numbers when compared to the negativity. What is he saying?
I don't know.
I think he threw a shot.
He's inferring that when you bring the negativity to the panel, like pointing out the errors and the inaccuracy in this young man's statement, that is negativity, and that brings the views.
Dang. Okay. This is another nigga. This nigga retarded. He say, so Unc never cut anyway off in the conversation? Not 2 seconds in, that was me. Not 2 seconds in. It says, Brother Dwight, come back on Sarnetta, brother. Your scholarship is strong. All right, man, enough of that. So let's get to how we all got here. How did we get here? How did we get here? This is how we got here. Here we go.
Biblical archaeology.
Yeah, like, you know, we don't start talking about evolution and all that around me and fuck it up. We know that rule.
Oops.
Man, we know that rule. Don't do it. That's my favorite subject in the whole world to talk about.
Don't do it.
I'm glad this is Garfield teacher.
That's Garfield teacher. Yo, I was mad at Garfield. I was like, man, I had to get off the phone. Garfield said, boy, you hung up on me the other day. I was like, I hang up on you. You know, man. But, you know, everybody want to keep it peaceful. Yeah, I get it, yo, but I don't want to keep it. I'm not keeping nothing peaceful. Yeah, keep the archaeology out your mouth. All right, so fortune. Here we go. Let me see. Let me get here.
Chef, definitely not peaceful.
No, Chef. All right, here we go.
I'm the most peaceful guy out of all of us.
All right, here we go. That's a lie. Chef keeps it going.
What the man, so I have to find where he said it. So give me 2 seconds. Right. So the person who.
All right, let me mute that out. Let me mute y'all out. I don't want to show the commercial. I won't play the commercial.
The conspiracy, because I was named James Leslie Starkley. He got killed by some Arabs, and he got killed because he was, telling the truth. I don't know, but the information is still out for them to use. You know what I'm saying?
You got the truth, man.
So the thing is with genetic testing in Palestine right now, that we have to understand something. Them people got something to protect. Because if it comes out that, just to entertain the thought, if they do genetic testing on any corpse that's older than 2,500 years and they find out that it ain't got no R in it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got no, what else white people like S or X or something like that. I don't know. But they find out that it ain't got none of that. Then the people who are over there
He went to Native American shit.
This nigga just start naming different alphabets.
Yeah, that's a Native American haplogroup, yo.
Suppose they don't find the S and the Y.
R, X, S,
but if they find the X and the W, maybe the Z will lead you back to the A. What you talking about? Genetics, baby.
Watch this. It get crazy. Watch this. Let me see who amongst you believes this. Watch.
On in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's billions and billions and billions of dollars at stake. Right? And I have a partner right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a partner right now. Yaakov in Israel. It's Jacob Metz. You know what I'm saying? He's in Germany right now. You know what I'm saying? And he has a friend who is a geneticist who tried.
I got a friend that got a friend that got a friend.
In
See,
Germany.
You know they lying.
In Germany.
Hold on. I got a friend in Germany. They got a friend. It's no way to trace that claim down. Watch this. Let's see what the friend of a friend of a friend does. Watch this.
In Germany.
Let me see if y'all believe. Watch this, yo. Watch this.
Right. To do genetic testing in Palestine. You know what they told him? Get the fuck out.
Wow.
Confiscated his findings and burnt.
Do y'all believe? Listen, do you realize you was smart?
They told the geneticists, get the fuck out.
Sent him back to Germany and burned all his papers.
Yo just said they told a geneticist in Israel, get the fuck out.
I'm gonna read it. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Let's go back. Because he did it. He did it. I don't believe him. That's what I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe that. Watch this. Watch.
If it comes out that, just to entertain the thought, if they do genetic testing on any corpse that's older than 2,500 years and they find out that it ain't got no R in it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got no, what else white people like, S or X or something like that. I don't know.
No X or
something. None of that. Then the people who are over there are automatically disqualified for attention as far as like on in their lane. You know what I'm saying? That's billions and billions and billions of dollars at stake. Right? And I have a partner right now. I got a partner right now, Yaakov in Israel. It's Jacob Metz. You know what I'm saying? He's in Germany right now. You know what I'm saying? And he has a friend who is a geneticist who tried to do genetic testing in Palestine. You know what they told him? Get the fuck out. Confiscated his findings and burnt.
Damn.
Go build some.
We're not playing that.
I think we got to cut that part out, son, because that's giving a.
I need you to come on here and tell your story again. When you went to England.
Oh, okay.
And you went to the museums and you went underground into the dungeons, brother.
I got the videos and everything, man. It's crazy.
You got to show that about King James and all that.
Crazy, man. Craziness.
So Garfield and on the team.
That I have on hand as far as the Natufians or the Lachish. I'm sorry, that's what we were looking for. Lachish. I'm looking for the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
You can get into the Natufians after this, bro. Because that's another big argument. You can do that after this. But the Lachish.
So only thing that, like, for me, it's complicated with the Natufians because there was a war in Egypt about 10,000 years ago. I forget the name of it.
Right.
It's the first war.
Documented war.
Right. The first war. It conjectured that the Natufians were involved. You know what I'm saying? But
who are the Natufians? Who are they? Who are the
Natufians? The Natufians are Africanoid people that were in the Levant.
Yeah, he messed that up. They got some sub-Saharan African DNA. Some.
You know what I'm saying? Now, see, this the reason why it gets interesting because, like, you have people like Hermel Hermstein. You know what I'm saying? Who are insisting that the Sumerians themselves were not Bantu Niger Congo people, and he uses some linguistic and some historical evidence to back his claim. And then you also have the simple fact of
talking too fast. He talking too fast.
Well, science is just, I ain't gonna say that just now get to this, but science is slowly but surely coming to terms with the fact that there was a calamity that happened 10,000 years ago that caused humanity to bottleneck into the African continent. You know what I'm saying? Specifically,
there you go.
Where the Nile is. You know what I'm saying? That section that runs up the Nile and separates the Asia Minor, the Mediterranean, and all of that stuff. You do have some people that are proposing that the whole Outer Africa theory millions of years ago is actually not true. Outer Africa maybe 10,000 years ago, sure. But if that is the case, and all of these people
yo, did he just say,
man,
that the Outer Africa theory, yo, is true at 10,000? What the fuck is going on here?
This guy is a flaming pseudo. Yo, this guy is red hot right now. Like, oh my God, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
Y'all really gonna try to use him to discredit the Hebrew Israelites?
Yep.
He's presenting more issues. He's presenting more issues than the goddamn Hebrew Israelites is.
Wow.
Hey, y'all see that right here? When I heard him say it, I was like, give me the link. I put it in the chat. Give me the link.
Wow.
Give me the link. Did he just say that? See, he talking.
Wow.
He talking. It's about to get good, y'all. Hey, I know y'all want to hear it. This is the good part.
I'm done with this nigga. I ain't even know.
There is too much to dissect there. Wow.
Watch this.
into Africa, then there would be the presence of everybody in the Levant, or you know what I'm saying? There'll be all kind of African presence or Mongolian presence or whatever.
All right, hold on, y'all. I need everybody to hold on for this intro right here. I got the baddest man on the planet when it comes to this knowledge, man. I speak of none other than the God Killer. What's up, God Killer?
What's going on, son? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm live with Garfield and the brother. He going in right now.
Yeah, I heard him. Shout out to Brother Garfield, man. Make sure you go click that link, man, and get Brother Garfield work, man. I got it, man. Yo, it's a good book, man. And shout out to the multi-trap. I didn't know that was you, Fortune. How you doing, brother?
Yo, I don't know the brother Garfield. I don't know the brother you got on.
Nah, he don't know Dwight. He don't know Dwight.
Oh man, you better get to know this brother, bro.
He's smiling.
I figure out, but I heard a nigga mistake about some 10,000 year ago war in Egypt. What you talking about? What war?
No, hold on, listen up. Don't, come on now.
Now, look, they say it happened 10,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Not 10,000 years long. You know, it's supposed to be the first war in human history. You know?
I see. He cut me the fuck off out the gate. Y'all didn't even hear. All of a sudden, I disappeared, right? Because I got cut off. I never said the war lasted for 10,000. I never said that. See? I never said that. Let me go back again. I never said the war was lasting that long. I never said that.
He going in right now?
Yeah, I heard him. Shout out to Brother Garfield, man. Make sure y'all go click that link, man, and get Brother Garfield work, man. I got it, man. Yo, it's a good book, man. Hey, shout out to the Monkey Tribe. I ain't know that was you, Fortune. How you doing, brother?
Yo, I don't know the brother Garfield. I don't know the brother you got on.
Nah, he don't know Dwight. He don't know Dwight.
Oh man, you better get to know this brother, bro.
Nah, I'm saying I'll figure him out, but I heard a nigga was thinking about some 10,000 year ago war in Egypt. What you talking about? What war?
No, hold on. Listen up.
Don't. Come on now.
Nah, look, they say it happened 10,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Not 10,000 years long. You know, it's supposed to be the first war in human history. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to be located in Egypt. I'm not saying it's fact, but that's what's on Wikipedia.
Nah, they have archaeology showing the knives and all that stuff going on over there. The bodies and everything.
Approximately 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, around 10,000 years ago, yeah. I'm from there.
Nah, man, y'all know, man. Do y'all know what a war is, yo? A war.
I know. That's what the scientists call it.
Yeah, I'm just saying what the scientists called it, bro. Like, I don't have a dog in that fight. So, I mean,
I know. You gotta look at the information and realize when you say a war in Egypt, it wasn't no Egypt yet. You mean along the Nile?
Right. Okay, brother. All right. If we want to split hairs, then a war along the Nile Valley between two different civilizations that couldn't get along. Or a fight of this region. Whatever synonym you want to use. Let's not get into micromanaging the magic.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, brother. Go ahead.
Hold on, man. Why does this nigga over talking me, though? I'm just having a conversation.
Chill, brother. Hey, bro, call him.
So, explain to me, yo, that he wasn't over talking. Chef, was he over talking?
You a troublemaker.
He was correcting
you. Don't call the young man a nigga.
What was he doing, Chef?
He was correcting you, yo.
He was steering the conversation in the right direction. He was seeking clarity at the appropriate moments, and you don't call the boy a nigga.
So that's all I did. So my mistake was calling him a nigga. But I was really talking to all of them because Garfield jumped in, did he not? Sarnetta jumped in. So I was necessarily talking about all of them. I said, y'all. Then I'm like, why the nigga cut me off? I didn't mean no harm with that.
We know that, but the dude is pseudo, so he's sensitive.
Right.
What is
Cedric said the dude is pseudo, so he's sensitive. Pseudos are sensitive about their shit, huh?
It's gotta be that, dog. That's watch how I get it. Now hold on.
They invest a lot of time in preparing their narrative, and there you come in and trying to correct him and done call him a nigga too.
Wow, because he was talking over me the whole time y'all hear him. I was trying to talk. I wasn't trying to cut hairs. I was bringing clarity because when we talk about archaeology, paleontology, the Gunther Dreyer, dwarf stars, like we have to be very, very specific in what we're saying. So I just wanted to make it clear for the listening audience that one, it wasn't a war. Two, it wasn't no Egypt. I wasn't saying that you was trying to make it Egypt, brother. I was simply saying that during that time period, there are other cultures there.
You was establishing your position in the conversation by correcting him off the bat. Now his pseudo killer senses went up and realized that he was being corrected. So he needed to go to the semantics. Oh, you're splitting hairs. That's not splitting hairs. 10,000 years ago, we're not talking about Egypt. Then be specific. You're just stating facts. Now, you establishing facts means that you're questioning his narrative. He realized that from jump. So what you're going to do is throw the hissy fit and become all emotional. It's a classic maneuver. Like Lying Giant Lex does it. That dude I won't mention does it. They all do it. So it's no longer about the subject. It's about what's wrong with you. It's a classic, how you say that? Deterrent. He doesn't want to have this conversation with you. I bet you, I didn't see this video. I bet you he hangs up.
No, he ain't hang up.
All right, here we go.
They got Unc off of the show.
Here we go. Watch this. All right, let's go.
His brother respect you, he follows you, he respect you, chill. You're damn right. Don't make me stop my respect, but
damn right, don't let me stop my respect for you. Okay, watch how quick he stops his respect. Let me get it up. Hold on. Let me stop my respect for that nigga.
Respect for you, man. Don't act a fool with me. I don't mean you no harm. He's good. He's good, brother.
Listen, I'm not trying to hit none of that shit y'all think. What I'm saying is, we're not going to overtalk each other.
So ain't got to kind of say, my nigga.
Hold on, Dwight. Hold on, Dwight.
All right, so y'all just heard him say "fuck me," right? Did y'all hear that?
Right,
Yep.
He ain't playing no games.
But I never cussed at him at that point, right or wrong?
No.
Okay, he said "fuck me," right? Watch this. I ain't cuss at him, bro. I just called him a nigga. All right. So if he took offense to that, I apologize. But I understand why he got sensitive, because for the first time in that whole 2 hour and 50-minute segment, nobody corrected this nigga. They let him run pseudo wild. He's a pseudo bandit at this point. First time you hear somebody, you know what I'm saying, really, and man, let me just watch this. So he said, "fuck me." So that means you don't respect me if 3, 4, 5 words in it, all of a sudden it's "fuck me" because I said nigga. Here we go.
Hold on. Relax. Everybody relax. I'm gonna put this article in your inbox, okay? I'll put this in your inbox right now.
Yo, calm down, brother. Please, brother, calm down. You ain't gonna dance like me, bro. That ain't happening.
So I already know how you really feel about it. Because if you respect me, you wouldn't overtalk.
I lost you when you felt like you could disrespect me. Equivalent exchange, dog. I give you what you give me. If you'd have just kept it humble, man. If you'd have just kept it humble, I wouldn't have had.
Humble, bro. I don't have to come humble with a term.
Then I don't have to come humble with you, nigga. Fuck you. Shit.
Hey, that's the 2 fuck yous, right? Am I wrong? Am I missing something?
Yeah, that was two fuck yous.
All right, now watch this. I'm trying to talk to him, really trying to say, bro, I ain't mean no harm by saying your nigga, but watch this.
All right, yo, we ain't gonna take it this way. Come on, man. I'm about to close out. I'm closing this show out, man. I gotta close it out. I don't want it to get like that. Both of y'all, my apologies, brother. My apologies. I was good, man. I give what I receive. Yeah. Equivalent exchange.
Now, listen, I didn't come to my mom, still not gonna come there. So now I prove my point that that's the way he really feel about me.
Like I said, what you gave me is what I'm giving you, dog. You don't let him talk. Let him talk, Dwight. Let him get it out. Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
So everybody had an exchange. I simply said it wasn't no place called Egypt, no matter what you say. You can't say Egypt. If you say that, everybody is officially conceived. It's the Nile River, the Middle Nile. There is no place called Egypt yet. There will be other civilizations that rise there before Egypt. So you cannot do that. We're having a technical conversation. This is important. So I wasn't sitting hairs. You go out the window and talk about the way and you cut me.
Hold on, Dwight. Hold on.
You cut me off. said fuck me is not a business, bro. What are you talking about? Because listen, when I started saying, Brother West, when I started saying, whatever. How about that? Bro, what are you like 60 going on 13? You finna be 13 next year?
Now I'm 13, going on 50, because you're a bona fide fucking pseudo. Because you won't let a nigga talk. Bullshit. So they need to moderate that shit better.
I gotta close out the show because I've been on.
So now I gotta put in my 15 years of experience after a person that fucked me twice, 3 times, then called me a kid. Now I gotta get him back. And now I gotta find a way to get him back. That's how I get him back.
Bro, look, all I was saying was you understood what I was trying to say. You wanted to intellectually masturbate. That's what you wanted to do.
So now I get it. He's thinking I want to intellectually masturbate. No, I want to make the situation very clear. And I'm going to show you all the sources on what the hell I'm talking about. I want to bring clarity to the community. I don't want to argue with pseudos. He's only arguing because he feels something. He know it's coming. He know I got the sources for his motherfucking head. That's the only reason why you just start cutting me off from point 1. He know I got him. Watch this. There you go.
You know what the fuck I was saying, and I didn't say fuck you until you said you don't respect me. All right. So don't translate, bro. I give you what you give me.
Like I said, I never said I didn't respect the brother. I said the brother didn't really respect me. I never said that. So he's hearing ghosts right about now. Watch this.
You gave me this courtesy, I gave it back to you tenfold. All right?
Bro, I didn't say that.
No, don't backtrack now, man. Don't backtrack now, dude. Because you told me that you didn't respect anything that I had to say. You didn't want to hear what I had to say. So I gave that energy back to you tenfold. Don't play the victim when you started this.
Yeah, that's how we do that. There you go. Now I'm happy again. Let me run that back again. Since he want to run all that bull crap, don't want to let me talk. I told him I ain't said. He said I'm backtracking. I ain't a backtrack nigga at all, but I can't say it.
I give it back to you tenfold. All right?
Bro, I didn't say that.
No, don't backtrack now, man. Don't backtrack now, dude. Because you told me that you didn't respect anything that I had to say. You didn't want to hear what I had to say. So I gave that energy back to you tenfold. Don't play the victim when you started this. Come on, y'all. All right.
Yeah, there we go. You have it. There we go. See what I'm saying, yo? So I never cussed him one time until the end. I never said I didn't respect him. I simply said he didn't respect me. He mishearing shit. The only thing I said was called him a nigga. I said, why is this nigga over talking me? That's all I did. I'm not trying to play the victim because I ain't never a motherfucking victim. Trust me, nigga, I'm on niggas' heads. That ain't a card, right, I can ever play. I'm simply saying, why the nigga so jumpy? And I'm gonna show you why he jumpy. This why the nigga jumpy.
He knew what was coming. Any and everything to deflect from the conversation. Cause he felt that heat coming down his neck.
Let me show you why he jumpy. Got him. We keep getting them, yo. I don't know why keep talking on set. Let me get this source real quick. Let me get the jumpy man source. Let me show you why I'm saying what I'm saying and why I'm teaching what I'm teaching and why we got to do it this way.
That was some pseudo shit.
That
was a simple deflection tactic. He was going to use any and every excuse to not have that conversation. And of course, you know, Sa loves a good pseudo.
I mean, you know what, man? I ain't gonna stop. I mean, sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna always say it. I found my home via SA. So it's up to the individual to be able to apply proper epistemology to understand what's going on. Pseudo killers, this is what we're doing. We're teaching epistemology right now. How do I fact check? How do I quantify the information that I'm hearing? But I love a good entertainment. Today, this kid and Zion Lex, I was laughing my ass off. I was having fun. That's entertainment TV for me to watch.
He debated Zion Lex today.
Today is the first time I saw this guy, and he was beating up on Zion Lex with the Hebrew grammar, and Zion Lex don't know Hebrew grammar. For me, that is pure entertainment, because none of that pseudo nonsense is relevant to my existence anyway. If you simply cannot figure out that Egypt and the Levant is on the other side of the world, literally, even from an African point of view, then you're clueless. We're West African. Zion Lex is a Guyanese walking out, rocking around, professing Suma, and being a Hebrew Israelite. And he the darker shade of black. He definitely sub-Saharan.
Definitely sub-Saharan Africa. Nigga all the way up in Turkey, some goddamn way.
Like even young Pharaoh's rise to fame, I just don't get it. Cause I saw him on SA, and after he left SA, there was no way I was gonna hit subscribe to his page. I was gonna listen to anything that kid had to say again, cause I can dissect the pseudos from actual information. I can watch Sanetta and be entertained. What really upsets me, and that's just because, I a pseudo killer, is how he lacks the cognitive ability or the intellectual capacity to grasp actual scientific information. He falls asleep from the time a pseudo killer opens their mouth, starts referencing sources, starts getting detailed. He misses the sensationalism is what appealing to SA and his audience. Unfortunately, people can't distinguish between entertainment and education, and that is a problem. And especially when it's presented as education with the twist calling it information. I'm just here to present the information. No, this is entertainment. The pseudo killers give information. The Marcy Warriors give information. Science with Sean is information. Sarnetta is entertainment. To a certain extent, even Brother Garfield. Now he's very scholarly with the religious stuff. He interviews guys that I've been following for years, like Dr. Carrier and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, and Garfield knows it, those debates that he has with the white Rastafarian and stuff like that, that's entertainment. No human being gonna take that shit seriously. Let's get real. but if you read the chat, then you start to shake your head, because I'm laughing my ass off. Right? I'm literally rolling on the ground, listening to this white boy just trolling his ass off, and these guys are going in.
Right.
He trolling hard. And the more upset the guys get, the harder he goes in. And I'm laughing my ass off, because, like, honestly, I can't believe no human being, and Garfield knows it. Selassie came to Jamaica, got off the plane, and asked who these savages are, because the Ethiopians for up to this point, they do not consider themselves African nor Black. Right? They have on the continent, they suffer from identity crisis. Okay, maybe the younger generation, because they understand genetics and true science, they understand that's some bullshit. But Selassie never identified himself or called himself the leader of anything. He is just being referenced because of some fairy tale narrative that he was king of kings or whatever, but it's all fairy tale. Garfield knows this. Now, there's a contingent of Caribbean people that sincerely, listen, right here in St. Martin, that sincerely believe in that Bobo Dread bullshit. Look. So for me to listen to that is pure entertainment. But if you read the chat and you realize that people actually think any of this is real, relevant, or have anything to do with anything other than a good laugh, this is amazing. Look, the dude sitting on Sarnetta with a book with 3 sticks with circles, because the people couldn't draw anything more sophisticated at the time, and talking about
there's a dwarf star.
Oh shit, a dwarf star, and the earth bouncing through the galaxy. Andy Griffith and his son with a fishing pole going down to the wave up. In black and white.
I was losing train of thought to what they was talking about. I'm like, wait a minute, Zion Lex, he's yelling, and he cuts people out. And I'm like, this dude keep on drawing cuneiform or whatever.
I gotta go back and watch. I gotta go back and watch that show. It was on the day. What Sarnetta got like 4 different channels. Which one it was on?
It was Black.
It's on. I think the new one, Sarnetta University. Okay, then there you go. You see the misconceptions. You see the misconception, and now the university over here is called pseudo killers.
It was on Studios 101 or what? Which one?
Black News 101.
No, it was on Sarnetta University. He got a new channel.
Oh yeah, Sarnetta University. The debate tonight with Zion was on his new channel. Oh my God!
What's going on, Adrian and Kyle? Y'all just
peace, man. How you doing, Chef?
I can't complain.
How you doing, guys?
Peace to the whole Cedric. What's up, Peace to you, bro.
Okay. Oh man, God, I can't stop laughing.
You on me?
What's up?
What's going on, Adrian?
What's up, everybody? My birthday.
What's going on, brother? What's up, Adrian? Trying to find this.
But when that vocab Malone, I want to see that. I was waiting on that on Sunday, man. I
was too, man. I couldn't wait for that.
Hey, can I jump in for a second, if y'all don't mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my critique and my issue is, it's not really an issue because, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the big homie. So, like, I ain't got no issue with Aunt. But, like, when I first met you, bro, like, if you would have came at me with the way that you came at the dude, I probably would have said the same thing to you, bro. I'm just being honest with you. That's just being 100 with you. And the guy, Dwight, he definitely knows Hebrew, and he was beating Hebrews' asses. And I think sometimes the wanting to be correct rather than to be right on the right side of the fight takes us over as people who want facts to proceed and to supersede history, or to be more prevalent. And I think that if we listen to what Dwight was saying, he's definitely still religious, but he was as religious as I was. And I'm just reflecting back when me and Unc first met. And when me and Unc first met, I definitely was not for Hebrew Israelites. I was banking on Hebrew Israelites. But like if I would have met with that same kind of contention,
or the same type of vibe, I probably would have said the fucking same to you, bro. Just being honest with you. But instead, you came to me differently, and it took me down a different path. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that, you know, being a pseudo killer is amazing. You know what I'm saying? We out here fighting and doing a thing, and y'all fighting for justice, quote unquote. But sometimes that shit can push people off that path and turn them into not necessarily allies, because they say enemy of my enemy is my friend. And like, that guy was definitely going against the people who are enemies to black people. And I think that we should have took that with a little bit more consideration instead of fighting against the small details of his higher degree. Because me and Dwight don't see eye to eye on most things. But me and Dwight have respect because he definitely knows the language, and he was kicking Zion's ass tonight on language. But for people who don't know that, they think Zion won. You see what I'm saying?
Grammar. He would beat him up on the grammar.
Yeah,
Let me make this quick point. Kyle, I actually did come at you like that, but what you did was you allowed me to speak. You didn't talk over me, Kyle. You heard me out. If you'd have heard me out, I'd say, look, bro, I know what you're saying, but we don't consider it a war. I was trying to make a moment. I said, really, they're using it in like Wikipedia, right? Or like in a magazine to catch people. I said, but it's actually not a war, right? It's an integration, right? Or some clan, not even a war, just some people killing each other. It's not a war. Right? Yeah. And it's at a time period where you really got some sub-Saharan Africans in Sudan on on what they call now, right? If he'd have let me talk, it wouldn't have been that. I wasn't never trying to get him. When I met you, we was in a situation, right? With Divine, everybody talk. When you cut niggas off, it get like that. That's what I'm saying. So it turned that way. He was the first nigga to say, fuck me.
Yeah, but the difference is, the difference is when me and you, when you assisted me in my journey out of my bullshit, right? It was private. It was 4 or 5 people around, and when there's 4 or 5 people around, I can take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these my homies, I can take that. You know what I'm saying? That correction, that advice. But you got 1,000 people watching you live. It's egos involved. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. I'm not saying
that his response was correct. I'm not defending that nigga. I'm not saying that anything he said was right. I'm saying that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we gotta, be a little bit more, add a little more honey instead of a little more salt or whatever, or vinegar.
And listen, I thought I was hitting him with the honey. The nigga wouldn't let me talk. I was coming with the honey. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to actually split. Brother, I'm not. Brother, I didn't say fuck you. Brother, I didn't say I didn't respect you. I never said none of the shit the nigga said. The only thing I did say was, damn, why this nigga over talking me? That probably got him there. That's what I'm apologizing for, was saying that nigga. I thought he was like it. I called y'all and I was like, y'all niggas wild. Y'all didn't cuss me out and kick me out the room and beat the old nigga up. Y'all ain't do that. I just said, nigga, I didn't know. That was the rule. Don't say that. Give me that much. Really, brother, I don't like to be called a nigga. I fucked you. Oh, not a problem, bro. I'm simply saying that it wasn't a war. Let's pull it up. Let's see what it is, right? And that's it. I wasn't even trying to get him in this whole pseudo spill, but I wasn't doing him like that. But once he did that, then I had to do that. So I'm, you know what, bro? I'm very conscious of what you do.
Yeah, but you know that's he don't think he, like, okay, so like, if somebody call me a nigga or call you a nigga, you gonna be like, yeah, I know what the term means. I'm gonna, colloquialize it. I'm gonna get it, but he don't believe he's African American. He don't believe he's African. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, he believes he's so like that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand. Like, he believes he's a Hebrew Israelite. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he's nuts. He nuts.
And so, like, you gotta take that with a grain of salt, man. But like, he practices the Torah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he did some to me before, yo. We got to fight before. You don't remember that, yo?
I don't think I ain't never cussed you out. You ain't never cussed me out, huh?
Oh, no, I ain't saying that. I'm saying you introduced me to that dude before we was arguing on the phone. You don't remember that? off that Hebrew shop, like, come on, yo, you spooked out. You don't remember that, yo? You like, come on, yo, he understand it. I was like, what? Remember that?
Oh, that wasn't him. That was Mitch, bro. That was Mitch. Like,
okay, that's Mitch. Mitch, his teacher, right?
Yeah, Mitch, my teacher and his teacher. Me and him. That's how I know him because we shared the same Hebrew grammar teacher.
But I beat his teacher up, yo. Remember his teacher?
You didn't beat up Mitch, bro.
I beat Mitch up. Mitch was like, yo, he tried to say, wait.
Don't claim he beat everybody up.
No. The nigga said that the jot and the tittle was actually the creation of the. I was like, yo, you making that up. You don't remember that? Yo, I didn't beat him up on his field. I beat him up when he tried to take his field and make it some shit. You don't remember that guy? Yo, he was like, damn, why you do that, yo? I know you gotta remember that conversation we had on the phone, yo.
You claim you beat up everybody, yo.
That's easy. If you're a Hebrew teacher, then don't be talking about spaceships and that mean. Don't do that. Then you ain't a Hebrew teacher no more to me. What you want me to do, bro? I didn't try to correct him on the language. He had that down pat, but he tried to take the language as an advantage over me and moved it into the creation of the cosmos with the jot was really mean. I was like, what? Kyle, you gotta remember that Kyle, man. Yeah, come on, help me out with that Kyle.
Don't nobody remember your Phantom wins, baby.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to do like that, man. But I don't remember that conversation. But like that may have been with somebody else because Mitch don't believe in that. Like he actually believes that the Bible was written by some people that was, you know what I'm saying. And he only teaches the language. Like you
had me on the phone with him, yo. I didn't know Mitch.
No, he said he had you on the phone with somebody else. You're not listening.
You had me on there with Mitch, with the Hebrew teacher Hebrew. You like, yo, this the Hebrew teacher, yo.
Kyle, who you just said you had him on the phone with?
No, I didn't say who I had him on the phone with because I don't think I've ever had him on the phone with me. If I think I would have probably recorded that. I'm being real. I would have probably put that shit on Facebook or YouTube or something if I would have had Unc versus Mitch on the phone.
Watch this. I ain't smoked weed in 25 years, yo. So my memory kind of come back.
You might got a little residue, man. Come on.
No. He was talking about the you know, in the Hebrew, you don't actually touch the Quran, right? You know what I'm saying? So we was talking about that. Remember? We was talking about how you don't touch the Quran, and he had this little thing. I was laughing at him. I'm like, what, yo? Do I got the right person or not?
He used a little, Mitch do use the pointer, but I don't remember this though. If y'all had this conversation, I'm not gonna say that you lying or making this up. I just don't remember. I don't recall it.
Yo, you only use the point when you in the when you're in the temple, yo, and they put it on the niche, yo. You like, yeah, I do use it. You know me, yo, being funny, yo. See, that's what I'm saying. I said we on the phone, we on Facebook, yo. You use the thing.
Like he in the synagogue.
Yeah, that nigga was talking to me. Hey, Chef. And then he started like, yo, come on. Yeah, I mean, oh man, all right, yo. Hey, Kyle, I swear you in it. She told him, call him up and ask me, so that nigga fuck that nigga. He goes, that's the one gonna really say fuck that nigga.
I might have to call Mitch to talk to him tomorrow, man. I'm gonna have to see what's going on, man.
I arguing him down. I was like, what? That Hebrew word don't mean that you tripping.
Damn.
Yo, I'm tired of me, yo. I know Kyle. I'm like, well, I bring somebody. Unc always doing that shit. Cuz, man, come on, yo. Come on, man. Come on, yo. I probably read way more than I should, yo. I swear.
You know what? You know what? I'm thinking back. I don't remember y'all. I don't know what y'all beefed about, but you refreshing my memory. I believe y'all may have talked. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we wasn't beefing like me and Shorty was on the phone, but we was into it. I'm like, nah, you made that shit up, yo. You tripping. He was like, what? I'm like, nah, yo, nah.
No. I think so. What I believe what happened was it was a miscommunication based on the conversation. I believe that you thought that he was talking like as if it was real. And so y'all, that's conversation I remember y'all having. It wasn't that he said that it was real. Okay. It was a conversation where
shouldn't have said it. You're right. It was. We had a good one though. He ain't think I knew. They ain't think I knew some. It was a little bit. It was a good, nice little. I was like, nah, yo, you went far. He went from his expertise area into a gray area that he ain't had to go to.
No. I think the difference is this is what Mitch, right? What Mitch was
symbolic,
doing, he was
talking symbolic, right?
Yeah, it wasn't even symbolic. He don't believe, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was literally telling you what the text was saying. I think I remember the conversation now. He was telling you what the text was saying, and you were saying what the science was saying. And the conversation, it went like 2 minutes and it was done.
Yeah, like, it was a long 2 minutes. You was gone off there. You was doing something else, Yep. Yep, man. See, I told you I can remember shit.
So I don't remember everything, but I stopped smoking weed. So
you got it. No, you went back. I knew if I used that nib, right? Did you remember that?
I do remember that shit with the little pointer thing. I remember it.
Yep. I knew I could bring you back with that. See, y'all be I ain't talking about y'all, Kyle. Yeah, people listening, y'all be underestimating the way I can remember. I remember small shit. That's why in the conversation, I can pick up all that shit. I remember that shit. I be like, nah, that's what it was. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking your man had something out for me. I don't know, man, but I didn't hear the conversation with Zion Lex, though. I didn't actually hear that.
Yeah, he beat Zion Lex up, bro. Like, grammatically, he fucked him up, bro. Excuse my French, but like, matter of fact,
both of them lost. Like, I just don't. I didn't understand what neither one of them was saying.
You said both of them lost.
I swear, both of them lost. I didn't even know. I mean, Zion Lex was cussing. He was all like, "You ain't ready.
Bring your teacher. You ain't got no books. You talking about you got digital copies."
He sounded like Vince McMahon off WWE or something. I'm like,
man, Zion losing it. Yo, not my man Zion. Not my man.
Both of them lost. I didn't know what was going on.
It was entertaining while it lasted. Come on.
It was. That reminded me of what you said about what Garfield be doing with old dude from Serbia.
That don't even make sense. Like, I just, every time he have dude on there, I just click off. Soon as I see dude hairline and them glasses, I click off. I say, man, I don't even know.
Did you say his hairline?
Yeah, his hairline pseudo. Like, what in the hell? How y'all gonna sit there? You a goddamn Rastafarian, and you sitting there arguing with a Serbian over your shit. It don't even make sense. Like, and the guy be having a smirk on his face the whole time.
Muda Baruka get mad if he saw that. Oh my god.
Y'all fun. All right. Hey, Kyle, where you at, Kyle? What Kyle at?
My bad. I was on mute. My bad, bro.
Oh yeah, nah. I always hear where you coming from, bro, because you've always said that, yo. You were saying it back then. That conversation, yo. You always get more flies with sugar, yo. But you know what's wild to me though, Kyle? Kyle, you wilder than me though, yo. That's what I don't understand, yo. You wilder than me, yo.
Nah, see, I be wild for a reason. You just come on wild out the real.
I appreciate when you went wild on that dude we not gonna talk about. When you went in, I had a smile on my face because I want to do more than lose my cool up in that mother. But you know what? I appreciated that. You wasn't holding back. You went in. I was like, I hear Lucy cool. What the hell?
Yeah, yo, I say the same thing. I got a reason to be wild. All right, so listen. This is the archaeological site we was talking about on the show. And this is what I was trying to actually get out. It's called Jebel Shahaba, right? Now, this is the Wikipedia article. Remember, you start with Wiki and you end in an archaeological survey. You don't fuck with Wiki like that because it'll throw you, right? It emphasizes certain points, okay? That's what it do. So it says, hold on. It says it's a prehistoric cemetery site, all right? in the Nile Valley, okay, now submerged in Lake Nasir. That's this. See, y'all, this statement right here is important. It's submerged, right? I'm gonna come back to why it's submerged, right? And it's gonna show you why they even did the archaeological survey in the first place. Near the northern border of Sudan, okay, with Egypt and Northeast Africa. So it's basically showing you that that whole area, Northeast Africa, and it's showing you Sudan, right? It said it is associated with Kudan culture, okay, dated to the Younger Dryas. Now y'all start to see why he was trying to use that, right? Because he was trying to use this time period where he claimed some kind of tectonic event occurred. See, now we put it together. I just wanted to put it together for the people, right? Younger Dryas, some 12,000, 15,000 years ago. It say with one skeleton having a radiocarbon dating to approximately 13,000 to 14,340 years ago. It says newer apatite dates indicate that the site is at least 11,600 years old. Okay, it was discovered in 1964. All right, now hold on. It says the original. Hold on, man. Damn, I'm gonna go. Why aren't you showing me? It's supposed to be right here. This is where everybody gets confused at. And I can understand, but I want to explain it. It say the site is often cited as the oldest known evidence of war, or remember I mentioned this word earlier? Intergroup violence, right? That's the subject. Also look up intergroup violence. So it's the subject of warfare or systematic intergroup violence. So you can't just, when we're being technical, right, and dealing with archaeology, you can't just say this. And you can't sell it. So for me, he was trying to sell that. And I wasn't trying to call him out on that. I wanted to show him this aspect of it, right? Okay? Some anthropologists argue that the deaths were linked to environmental pressures. So remember, he took advantage of this environmental pressures. They were trying to say it was some kind of tectonic event, and that he was mixing it up on y'all, right? I just wanted to bring a little clarity. Now watch this. This is how we bring clarity to the situation here, right? It say the original project, which I had read and understood, right? That discovered the cemetery was UNESCO. Y'all know, everybody know me, know that's my favorite site. High Dam Salvage Project. I know about the High Dam Salvage Project, right? The Salvage Dig Project was a direct response to the rising of the Aswan Dam, okay, which stood to destroy or damage many sites along the path. So they was trying to hurry up and get in there and get as much as they can get before they flooded this shit out. Okay? It goes on to say 3 cemeteries are present in the area. Of these cemeteries, 2 comprise of Jebel Shabar, with 1 cemetery located either on the Nile, and the 3rd cemetery, Tashika, is situated nearby. Skeleton remains. And it talks about the skeleton remains for a minute. It says 61 individuals. Ain't no war being fought with 61 individuals. Watch this. Was recovered at Jebel Shabar, as well as numerous other fragmented remains. 38. Watch this. 38 of the skeletons show signs of trauma. Okay, with 16 showing indication of injury at or near the time of death. Pointed stone projectiles were found in the bodies of 21 individuals, okay, suggesting that these people had been attacked by spears and arrows. Now, let me take you to what we should have been reading, UNESCO, right? You start with Wikipedia, right, and you end in the actual people that did the work. You never stay in Wikipedia. He mentioned Wikipedia because maybe that's as far as he went. That's okay. But hold on, before I go over there, I want to come down right here because I think this is important and why I wanted to stop the whole thing. It says the cranial analysis of Jebel Shabar fossil found that they shared astrological affinities with the hominid series from Wadi Halfa in Sudan. Okay? So these are like Sudanic type of sub-Saharan African people. Watch this. It say, additionally, comparison of the limb proportions of the Jebel Shabash skeleton remains with those of various ancient and recent series indicate that they were most similar body shape to the examined modern population from where, y'all? Sub-Saharan Africa. This is shit that me and Chef argued over time. So basically, what I didn't want to happen was I didn't want the whole Egypt thing placed on that because I understood this to be some Sub-Saharan African people. Let me finish reading, right? Sub-Saharan African via 19th century fossils belonging to the San population, 19th century West African fossils, 19th and 20th century pygmy fossils, and mid-20th century fossils curled from Kenya and Uganda, East Africa. However, the Jebel specimens were post-cranial distinct from the Iberian, I always misspelled, this is the Iberian Mossians, am I saying that right? Ibio-Marsyrians and other Coval series from North Africa. So they distinct from the North African population.
But they're Iberian Marusian.
Right. Damn, I fucked that up. Fuck. Why you let me do that, Chef?
I wasn't looking at the screen.
Right. Look, Jesus Christ. Now watch this, y'all. It says North African and were also morphologically remote from later Nubian skeleton series and from fossil belonging to what? Y'all watch this. Here you go, the Mesolithic Natufian culture in Levant. Remember he talked about them being in the, remember he said that? He said, yo, they was Natufians down there. See, I got to be very exact and very specific. So they wasn't the Mesolithic Natufian culture in the Levant that he said. They wasn't the Nubians, right? They was more closely related to the Pygmies, the West African, the San, right? The Kenyan, the East African, right? From Sub-Saharan Africa. That's why I didn't want to switch it up. Because I talk about this in my book. I talk about the Middle Nile and how there's a Sub-Saharan African population in the Middle Nile. My joke is, well, where the fuck did they go? Why don't we never talk about them? They was there prior to anybody, and they didn't just disappear. They amalgamated into the population that would later on become the Egyptians. And I say this all the time, but niggas ain't listening. Whether they hold a group change or not, whatever the hell niggas think they want to say, this is my point. It is clear that it's Sub-Saharan African people living in the Middle Nile, and they're in a conflict that wasn't a war. That's why I wanted to really get into it. But the whole conversation turned to shit. That's why we got y'all now. Now, we should have always been here. All right. I want y'all to get this, right? I want y'all to get the good, clean sources when we're dealing with this type of information. Because we do this shit for real around here. Go ahead and get that source, man. Maybe I can copy and paste and put it in there. But get the damn source. Y'all say UNESCO. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So and I got a statement, then it's going to lead into the question. So just bear with me, right? So the statement is, from my understanding of the quote unquote conscious community, is that we don't necessarily, well, they don't necessarily make these timeline separations of different people groups or human groups in sub-Saharan or whatever y'all want to call that term, Africa. Because we know that there was multiple different groups of people, multiple different humanoid species that mixed. And so when we use the term sub-Saharan, it seems like it's a blanket term. And if it gets the fact that there was multiple different people groups that form West Africans, Central Africans, North Africans, things of that sort. And so when we use sub-Saharan, just because the people who eventually mixed with the Natufians or the Neanderthals or whatever came from sub-Saharan Africa, they believe that those are the same people. They end up being the same people. And I guess my question is, do you think it'll be beneficial at some point for us, well, for you, because you really the leader of the face, to do some type of presentation to show that there was a separation or a difference in these people groups and show the matriculation of these different people groups? Because I don't think a lot of people understand that these things these people are distinct. And just because being in Africa, it's the most diverse place in the world. Just because you sub-Saharan African, quote unquote, it doesn't mean that you got the same origin as an East African or a West African, because we don't have the same origin. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely positive. Yo, well said, brother. Well said. Yep. Okay. So, do you want me to? We good?
No, I just want. Like, do you feel like we should maybe focus on that when we're educating people? Because like I feel like we skipped that part. We're so happy to be Africans, Central Africans or West Africans, that we skipped the fact that these West Africans was not the same as East Africans, but they do have similar points of origin. But these points of origin then met with other humanoid or people groups and became something completely different that would separate them through language, through genetics, through their culture, through all these different things. And I feel like we loop these things together because they all black.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And that's why I made the slave shit I was arguing about. I was basically saying, yo, the Nigerian ain't the motherfucking people in the Congo. They total different groups. They carry the tag of an African. Right, but the reality is they was different people, different morphological differences, very diverse gene pool. Like, so yeah. So I mean, come on, man. So you're absolutely right with that. We clump them all together to the point where everybody with brown or dark skin is African, and it's not reality, bro. So I totally agree with you. People move and change and diversify over time. Nobody stands still. That's not the reality of it. I was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. I spent the last 20 years in South. What? Go ahead.
I think that those West African groups that you just named are closely related. They are Niger Congo people. That broad spectrum is what you call them, and they are part of the Bantu expansion. So from that area, I think is southern Mauritania all the way into the Congo is damn near, it's a similar group of people. You know what I mean?
So in the middle now? You said so they're in the middle? Now, hold on, stop.
There ain't no middle now. We talking about West Africans.
No, the article was talking about the middle now, though. You know the people was in the middle now.
No, you had made a statement.
All right.
In West Africa.
It's right here, yo. Listen. It's right here, bro.
I'm talking about the statement that you
the people that live in Cameroon, in that area, they have a their origin. Let me rephrase this for the Mexican came, but they have a separate genetic origin than the people who came from like Ghana and the Congo. Like they can't. No. I'm saying like this is. I can show you an article that says this. Just because you say not necessarily doesn't mean that.
Yeah, no. Whoa. We just made some good statements right now. Let's ponder those statements. Then we can. After I finish that, then we can jump back to that. Let me just go right here. I was simply making a point, right? And we're talking about this archaeological site, right? It's called Jebel Shabbat. Right? It was based off the 10,000 year water the guy was talking about. So I'm explaining, right? Because I wanted the people to understand who is actually in the middle now during this time period, because I'm actually writing a book on it, right? And so right here, it says various ancient and recent studies indicate that they were most similar, right? In body shape, to the examined modern populations from sub-Saharan Africa via 19th century fossil belonging to the San population. Y'all know who that is. 19th century West African fossils, 19th and 20th century pygmy fossils, and mid to 20th century fossils culled from Kenya and Uganda in East Africa. However, the Jebel Shabbat specimens were post-cranial distinct, and this is what they was distinct from, right? From the Iberian Eurasians, I got it right this time, and the Covell series from North Africa. So that's not the North Africa, see, that's the map. That's not the North African population down there, right? And they were almost morphologically remote from the Lady Nubian, so they ain't even a Nubian population, right? Skeletal series and from the fossils belonging to the Mesolithic Natufian culture in the event. So he said that they was Natufians. I don't want to play that shit all over again. You had to take my word for it. It said that, right? Okay, so let me get to this because the study is very interesting. I'm gonna put this up again so y'all can get it. Then we can get back to the conversation about, you know, morphological changes and all that we just talking about. Get that source. This is deep because the source is simply talking about the origins of violence. Okay, these hands. Matter of fact, although they say there's a hand, I wonder what this was actually written 2001. Well, that's, yeah. I don't even think they hands. I think these are lizard hands right here. But anyway, watch this. Our image of wild and warlike prehistoric human, which persists even today, is actually a myth. Y'all see that, right? It's actually a myth devised in the second half of the 19th century. Archaeological research shows that. In fact, collective violence emerged with the sedimentization, that's people being settled, of communities and the transition from a predation economy to a productive economy. Okay, so let me move on. I don't want to read all that. 708,000 years ago. I don't want to talk about that. Absent of collective violence, it says, including this particular content, just under a dozen cases of violence, projectile impact blows to the head have been identified on several hundred bones dating back to 12,000 years ago. But are these injuries as a result of accident or of an act of violence during interpersonal, intergroup conflict? Remember I talked about that? It's a for these early periods, the distinction is difficult to make. However, in many cases, injuries such as those caused by a shot or a blow to the head had healed. All right, let me move up a little bit. All right. The development of conflicts, right? This is where we start to get to that. It's a collective violence seems to have appeared with the sedimentization of communities at the end of the Paleolithic era, around 13,000 BCE in the Near East. But again, only one or a few individuals was killed, right? That's in the Middle East. They say this may reflect the existence of conflict within the group, but also the appearance of human sacrifices. So we've talked about that before, about human sacrifices that you will later find it in the foundation of Christianity, because Jesus Christ is supposed to be a real man who walked on earth, and he's sacrificed, right, by God. Think about that now. Just a little tidbit for you. It's two sites are exceptions to this. Site 117 of Jebel Shaba on the right bank of the Nile, on the northern border of Sudan and Egypt, and Naturk, west of Lake Katana in Kenya. If we talk about Lake Katana, you'll find out that a lot of groups start to come together in that area. Now watch this. In Jebel Shaba, the necropolis dates about 14,340 to 13,140 years before the present half of the 15th of the 59, half of 59 skeletons discovered. Let me say it again. Years before the present, half of the 59 skeletons discovered in 1964 of men and women and children of all ages, excavated to several pits covered with stone slabs, had died violent death. So half of what, y'all? Half of the people. Now, I wonder how many people they got. Let's see. Let's see how many people was. Half of them died from violent death. The deaths were early result of blows to the head, particular or after their bodies were pierced by spearheads or stone projectile tips, of which were found still embedded in the remains. 3 of the men were probably lying on the ground when they were put to death. Even if the question whether all 59 bodies were buried at the same time. So half of the 59. So we're talking about what? 30 people that actually died, right? From a violent death.
29 and a half.
You can't classify this as a war. Would you say?
29 and a half.
Okay, you can't classify as a war. I get why the quote unquote Wikipedia article did it. I call it hyperbole. They just, you know what I mean? That's where they go. Now let me see. It say we're buried in the same remains unanswered. It say this site represents the first proven case of collective violence, though. Was it intergroup or intergroup aggression? The debate remains. Why don't they say, was it wars? No, because this is actually where they actually did the work. They're not saying that. Didn't say about 10,000 years ago, right? I ain't gonna keep reading that, but there's still no wars. From addition to production, they're still not talking about wars, right? So I just want y'all to come read this, right? Social historical cause of violence and all that. It's a great read, right? It's how we do it around here. And so, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to find a better way to be technical with motherfuckers, but just Lord knows, man, don't cut me off. Let me finish my points I want to make, right? I won't talk too long, I promise you. When I call into a show, I'm calling something that's for a reason, right? I'm calling to educate people so you don't fucking get caught up in the pseudoisms. Now, this brother seems to be good at what he does as far as the language, but he runs off course and dives into and he mix and match, and that's the realm of the pseudo. It's called truth and falsehood strangely mixed. That's where he mess up at, right? Kyle can attest to it that he know the language. Okay, I'm gonna take Kyle's word on it. Once you start mixing it up and doing all that, then I'm like, I don't know. Kyle would know better than that. But for me, I can't trust it. You know what I mean? Now, Kyle, that's his thing, the Hebrew thing, and know a little bit of that. So, maybe he'll go with that. But I don't know. That ain't what I'm doing.
I don't know what dude was talking about his whole presentation.
Yeah, well, I don't want to bash him. I just want to let him know, nigga, if you'd have let me say it, I could have threw the sources out on the show, and he would have just said, all right, you're right, huh? There wouldn't even been all that shit. Yeah, so like I said, I apologize for calling me nigga. Yeah, I mean, but I guess me calling him like a nigga made him act like a nigga at the end.
Oh my God, man, you wrong. You wrong for that one.
Damn, yeah, guy, he fucked me 3 times and all that. Nope, I ain't say that because I thought the brother was a cool dude. It did, man. We got some other people on the panel. Who was that? Yasharel Ibn who? Yasha Ibn Now. Where you at? Be heard.
Yasha Libyan.
Hell no, hell no.
Libyan now.
Man, you muted it out. You muted out. Y'all know how you gonna be Yashua living now. You muted it out, bro.
Yashua Libyan now.
Anybody want to add something to that, man? I just wanted to get, why I got so livid, because I read the shit and maybe I need to calm down. That's okay. Shit.
When you were going over the fossil remains of the I think the Egyptian population in like Jebel Shahara or something.
Mm-hmm.
I found that kind of hard to believe. Jebel Shahaba.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know. For some reason, from a historical perspective, I kind of find that like almost hard to believe that they would have the same body structure of a West African, because like my whole understanding of like Egypt from a historical perspective is.
No. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let me finish.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let you finish. I'm not gonna let you finish. I'm not. I refuse to let him elaborate on some shit I didn't say I'm not doing.
No, he's not talking about what you said.
Let me finish now. So I kind of find it hard to believe from a historical perspective that the Egyptians in Jebel Shahada would have the exact same body structure as a West African, because like, I mean, I took a whole bunch of world history classes in college, and one thing that I kind of would find, I guess, more plausible is that those Egyptians would have the same body type, well, more of the same body type as a Kenyan or a Ugandan, because all of them come from the Nile. I kind of find it almost like unlikely, but scientists have concluded that they have the same body type as a West African. But it's like, from a historical perspective, it's like that's hard for me to believe, But the scientists say otherwise. It's hard for me to grapple with that.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Nah, man, let me respond to that. First of all, that ain't what the scientists said, yo. Like, god damn. Can we just pay attention for that ain't what they said, yo? Good Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy. That's not what they trying to say, yo. Damn. And I had to listen to that. Mess with you, chef.
Why not listen to it?
Because why waste time? Because that's not what the shit said. That's why.
Okay, so now you have something clear that you can disagree with.
It was already clear what he was saying, chef. I'm ahead of schedule, my fault.
But we didn't know what the fuck you was about to disagree with.
Didn't y'all not hear what I read?
It don't. We had to listen to him. Now you can tell us what you disagree with.
Man, I already heard what he was saying. He said he found it hard to believe that they was. Well, I said they didn't say that. They didn't say they was.
He said he didn't say what you just said. So now,
say it again, Adrian. You said you found it hard to believe that those people in Egypt.
That those people in Egypt have the same.
Stop, Adrian. Now, what did he say,
Yo, there is no Egypt at 10,000 years ago, so I don't know why the fuck you find that hard to believe. They didn't even talk about Egypt at that time. That's the point I was trying to make. You find it hard to believe because that's not real.
Adrian wasn't even saying that.
He did. What you say, Egypt? Go ahead. What you say, Adrian?
I said that it's hard for me to believe that the people in Jebel Shahada, which that's like the Nile, would have the exact same body structure as like a West African because, you know, since they're from the Nile, the people where the Nile starts is like the East Africans. So it would be more plausible to me, you know, that they would have the same body type as a Kenyan or a Ugandan, but it's hard for me to believe that they would have very similar body types as a West African because, I mean, West Africa wouldn't
even have similar body types, bro.
They say the people from the Jebel Shahada had the similar body types to a West African and a Kenyan, but that West African thing is the thing.
Why you say Egypt though? Why you say to the Egyptians? That's what you first said. You see, you find hard to believe that would be like people in Egypt. That's what I thought you said. If I didn't say that, I stand corrected and I apologize. That's what I thought you said.
Well, like
but the people in West Africa didn't even share
so it's like that's kind of like, you know.
No, did you say the people in Egypt, you find it hard to believe that the people in Egypt would look like people in West Africa?
I said similar body types because that's what the article said.
No, slow down. No, it wasn't talking about the time period of Egypt. It was talking about 10,000 years ago. That 10,000 years ago has nothing to do with Egypt at all. That's my point. That's why I don't like using the word Egypt because our mind, even your mind ran to it, Adrian. They's not talking. So don't even, niggas, listen to this. Do not try to use that to make it seem like that everybody in Egypt was sub-Saharan Africa. Don't do it. That's not what they're saying. That's 10,000. Do you know what can happen in 10,000 fucking years? I can tell you what happened in 250 years to the population in North America. Don't play with me with this.
So who you arguing with? Yourself?
I'm not arguing with myself.
I'm actually on your side right now. So like, what you saying? That's what the article I put in the chat it confirmed because I was saying that even the people groups in West Africa were genetically different. These were from different people groups. So why would we assume that if it's different people groups in West Africa that are not the same, that these people will be the same as a people group in the place that we would call Egypt today? You see what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
Right, don't have to be true. That's my point. And matter of fact, I ain't never said it all, but you best believe all of them people ain't gone. Just like all the Native Americans ain't gone, they ain't gone. They ain't the majority population, they ain't even close to it, but they ain't gone. That's all I'm ever trying to say.
I agree with that.
That's all I'm ever trying to say.
Fact.
One trying to say no more than that. One even trying to say none of that, but niggas will mix it up. I'm saying, yo, it's hard to believe that everybody just left. No populations changed. Niggas had babies. Niggas do that back and forth. Like, it ain't that. It ain't. But anyway, that's my point, though, Adrian. I was simply trying to say that that's a 10,000 years ago, bro. That's not 3,500 when you get pharaonic Egypt. That's not it. That's not.
Yeah, because what I hear, how y'all doing, Kings? How y'all doing? Can you hear me, OG?
I hear you. How you doing, brother? I said hi to you 30, 40 times. I figured it was you.
Yeah, my mic was messed up. You know, I had to get it together. But yeah, like you said, populations change and different characteristics and morphologies. We deal with anatomy. All this come about, so we got to keep this in mind, and you know, keep in mind that diet and all that. So, just because a person doesn't have the same bone or body structure as an ancestor 2,000 years before him or 3,000 years, doesn't mean he's not an offspring to that original line. You get what I'm saying? Doesn't mean that at all. But yeah, I'm brought up the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? And I clearly understood what you were saying, and I understood what the other brother was saying. But what the other brother was saying held no relevance to the information or paperwork that Uncle Cat brought out. That's all I want to say on that. His position still stands.
Yeah, so we know, and then we know them people came out the Green Sahara. Yo, I got a whole book to that, yo, coming. So I'm saying I know a little bit more than niggas think I know about this shit. So it's right in front of your face. So I'm not making a claim that the whole population changed, but you got people going back. It's a cultural highway, man. Like everybody admits this. That's why those early Egyptologists was just fucking wrong, dog. And I got the evidence to show you they was making up shit. It was making up shit. If a nigga was my complexion and he was a motherfucking Middle Eastern nigga and he was fucking concrete core complexion, he was a sub-Saharan Arab. They just said it out their mouth. Had no evidence, had pseudo-science to back it up. It's just that. Then DIPC went too motherfucking far on one end. You know what I'm saying? Trying to combat the niggas, he went too goddamn far. Now we're in a position, yo, where we can make it just right, yo. We can get a balance. All right, we can talk about the North African population. We can talk about the Middle Nile population. And we can talk about how these motherfuckers coalesce with each other. That's what we can fucking do, right? We could definitely do that. And that's the intelligent conversation. We ain't gonna sit here and overthrow experts and all that on either direction. All right, so it's a complex picture in Egypt, right? And it will always be complex because none of y'all niggas was there. You don't know what they look like. So we'll get off of that. And I'm done with what I'm saying. And it's 12:15. This motherfucker is late. You got something to say, Chef?
I don't know why we focus on Egypt with the complex, diverse population when you should look at the whole of North Africa the same way, but we don't do that. We don't claim the ancient Libyan population, you know what I mean? But for some reason...
I do.
Calm down.
I do, Chef.
But for some reason, we just make it a stickler about Egypt, right? We don't do it with Morocco or any other North African civilization, but when it comes to Egypt, we got to make a claim, you know what I mean, that sub-Saharan Africans was there. Like it's an odd conversation to me.
Was where, Chef? Because I just showed you they was on the fucking river though.
Egypt, even if we got to go back 12,000 years, we'll do it. You feel me? It's just like.
So we wrong. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So we wrong for mixing different populations on the Nile.
Like
it was later on form of civilization.
At 12,000 years ago, it wasn't no Egypt. So it's irrelevant.
Right? No. But it was human beings on the river. They was listen, bro.
Like Chef saying that the Nile wasn't populated 12,000 years ago.
Hold on. I'm saying the river never stopped being important for humans. So you would actually have to explain why all the humans left. Right, without a climatic event, right? The event is really the Green Sahara, the desertification of the Green Sahara.
I never said so that they left.
I never said so that
all of them left.
Right, so if all, and then we know they still down in the Sud, still down in Sudan. I'm simply saying that you can't act like people from the north wasn't traveling to the south, and people from the south wasn't traveling to the north. We can't do that. We can simply say that those populations was there based off genetic evidence right now. They have the northern populations pretty much mapped out, but they don't have the southern populations mapped out because the scientists say it. And we all miss that stop sign when they say it. We crack a joke, yo, they don't got, we do all that. And I'm saying is like, come on, bro. Like even the Egyptologists are now mentioning it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't getting back into the whole, I'm just putting my shit, answer my shit in writing when I put it out. I don't want to see no YouTube videos. Take some time and write a good fucking article. Do that. Because I don't want to hear that shit. Don't talk me to death. Right? I've been damn near 3 years on this project. 3.5. I don't want to hear that shit. Most niggas didn't even know that at 12,000 or 7,000 that it was some niggas that was set on the middle now. Niggas don't even know that.
Why would that be an issue? What? Who in their right mind? Who in their right mind would not understand that people could live all throughout Africa? Like it is okay. So when the Hebrew Israelites say that it was black people in the Levant that's right next door to Egypt, right? And if y'all making a claim that this black population was in Egypt at this time, then the Hebrew Israelite, stop arguing with them over it. Because they make the same claim.
Well, who you talking about though, Chef?
The Hebrew Israelite.
No, but who you talking about? I don't argue with them. That makes sense. Like, of course, you got some black Hebrew Israelites that was sub-Saharan African that was in that area that mix. Of course, like
I don't believe that shit.
Oh, but that don't make no sense, Chef.
I don't believe that.
Probably don't understand that first of all, them people don't know they African though.
That is preposterous.
Right.
What you are doing, you are inadvertently giving credence to their claim, bro.
Exactly.
But I've always said this from day one, yo. The niggas, people trade back and forth. People get married.
But you only doing that because you want Egypt. And that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna get over this.
Unc is dealing with historicity.
Man, I'm just trying to say, yo. I'm just trying to say, like, how we gonna sit here?
Have fun with it. Have fun with it.
Wait a minute, yo. Wait, just because. So you trying to say there's an invisible border between the fucking Levant and like this shit is stupid at a certain point.
Yeah,
like you know, a couple niggas went over there and played Hebrew. Like we gonna act like that ain't what happened. You always got niggas to do that. I've never said they was the original population. I never said they was the majority. I've never made that claim, but I've always said that the possibilities are clear. That people travel back and forth and they don't know what we know. They don't know that they're not African or they don't know that they're a whole separate race. That's not your racism, white supremacy.
Yeah, but like, what you said I feel like it's a fallacy in your train of thought, right? You said possibility. Let's deal with the probability.
I'm saying you know it.
It's a fact. It's not a possibility.
Listen to what I'm saying, fam. Like you saying possibilities. I'm talking about probabilities. Like with probabilities, you got to show me some facts. You got to show me someone in West Africa that has the same DNA. The same.
Oh, I don't know about the name. You messed me up.
You made a mistake, Kyle. Kyle, you made a mistake.
Probabilities look like that, Kyle. That don't mean
I'm gonna show you where because probability.
No, Kyle, I get you. No, I'm not.
I got my brother.
You can look like a person. No. If you looking like you West African, that don't mean that your DNA say that. The all don't say it. Just say that look like bone structures. That don't mean that. That don't mean they was West.
That's my point, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's why no, I don't mean that.
And so like just because a person has dark skin and look curly hair, it doesn't mean it's the same.
No, the argument didn't say that. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It never said that. It didn't.
If you're gonna make that statement, I'm gonna have to have you to show me someone who has a shared DNA or shared genetics with a person from West and Central Africa that body has been found. Otherwise, you're making an assertion.
Where at? Hold on. Right. Found where though? Hold on.
In the
Levant. Yeah.
No, who said that?
You did. That's the assertion.
No, that wasn't. No, that's not what I said.
Bro, you.
I wasn't arguing.
Listen, what I'm saying. What you just said. Listen for a second, bro. What you just said that it was a possibility of someone from sub-Saharan Africa mingling and being in the Levant area, and I'm asking you, can you please show me a genetic report that shows that, because otherwise you make an assertion.
All right, hold on. So it's more than one place. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the map. Let's go back there. Hold on. But I never said West African. So you do got East Africans. That's what I was talking about. And they classify them as
if you say East Africa, I ain't got no argument with you.
That's what it said, though. If we read it,
we talking about West Africa.
I wasn't talking about West Africa. Y'all switched it to what the
Hebrews was talking about West Africa. I wasn't talking about West Africa.
Yeah, how y'all get me on that? I wasn't saying no. Where the confusion at here? Wait, let's slow it down. Go ahead, Chef. You go first. Right. Then you go, Kyle. Then Adrian go, because I wasn't saying no fucking West Africans, no fucking Hebrews. I was saying that there's the possibility of we know that the niggas, the shit I just read about the East African, all that, Africans, sub-Saharan Africans, right? Some of them could have been in Levant. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that the West Africans was there. I wasn't saying that the African Americans that's predominantly from West Africa was that. You're saying that that's the argument that they have. No, they slap stupid with that. No, that's not my argument. My argument is the Africans, not no West Africa. Yeah, I get you.
I just want you. I just ask you those questions so I get you to clear that shit up, man. Because I don't want nobody to take your words out of context. You know that what Hebrews do.
Yep,
that's what Yeshua's finna do. I felt it coming.
Oh, what?
I just want to make sure.
That's what I was saying. No. You're right, Kyle. You're right, Chef. I didn't know they was trying to trick me. Yo, get the old nope. Look, I gotta get off this motherfucker though. But you're right. That's a good point right there. Great point.
Well, what I just wanted to tell Kyle when I said he made that little situation was like probability. When you're dealing with probability, you can't say you're dealing with probability and ask someone to come with facts, because nothing is concluded on probability. You know what I'm saying? Body of facts is not a probable cause to conclude anything. You get what I'm saying? What it is?
No, I don't. That means you don't know what probability even is.
Yeah, bro. I understand. Okay, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't
like probability.
I'm just speaking for nothing, I guess.
Probability is about percentages. It's about the percentage of the possibility, not the possibility, because anything's possible, but probability is the mathematical equation that gives you a rational way to understand your situation. So like if I say that you have a 65% chance of doing something, that means that 65% of the time people have made this happen. And I have numbers to support that. But if I say it's a possibility, it just means that it's possible based on the laws that we know about nature.
I agree. That's different than probability, and then attaching that to streamlining that with a body of facts. That's what I'm saying. Probability and a possibility. If that's the thing, then you got a point there. But when you said, remember I said, wait a minute, you kind of messed that up when you were talking to you said it was about probability and then said you got to bring facts. See, those two don't go in the same category. When you're dealing with probabilities, just like science, you get what I'm saying? We deal with probabilities, experimentation, repeating and things of that nature. We deal with probabilities. It's nothing concluded. You don't have a body of facts to conclude a probability. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying to you. Because
I disagree, bro. Look, bro. If you have zero case, like if you're doing a case study, you have zero positives, right? You have zero things that have positively happened that you can confirm, and then you say that, hey, it's a probability, a high probability of this happening. That means you not necessarily looking at your data, because the data shows something otherwise. Because the data that we have right now that shows that there was sub-Saharan Africans in the Levant area is not a high probability, but you're dealing with possibility. It's possible. It's definitely possible. But if it's possible, I need to show the amount of people who have been there. So now I can give you a probability. I can say that 13% or 2.4% of the Levant population was West African or East African, and that's the probability of you meeting a person on the street that has that genetic lineage. But if we have nobody to go by, we're only dealing with possibility, because it's possible. It is possible based on the fact that we don't have the data to support that probability.
Yeah, I agree with you saying. I agree 100% with what you're saying in the case of possible versus probability. But that's a whole different argument from and a whole different line of reasoning than that which you approach with, because the line of reasoning you approach with, and when I interjected and said you made a mistake, was connecting probability to facts. When you said we deal with what's probable, bro, we deal with probability and come with some facts. That's what you told them. And I said, wait a minute, you can't say we deal with probability and tell somebody to come with facts. Like, that don't even match, because probability, I'm gonna give you an example. Say if I got a girl and I done spent money on her, she kissing me, we at the house, we doing everything. It's probable that I'm gonna get some. But is it the fact that I'm gonna get some? No, it's not. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, so the probability, if you weigh all the things that I've done trying to get this, way that the girl likes me, she's kissing on me, she got on her best bikinis, boom, boom, it's everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, this girl gonna give me something. It's no way she not, bro. We all been in them situations and we done hit or whatever.
Yeah, but that's an assertion though.
I know, but do we factually know? So when you say it's probable that she gonna give me some, because based on what happened, based on the experience and the data that's been displayed up until that point, the data shows she's kissing you, she's hugging you. These are pointers to say, wow, this girl is into me. Now, based on those certain data, we make assumptions, and then the assumptions follows the probability. Okay, based off the assumption, probability follows based on the information we have thus far. This girl doing this to me, she's cooking for me. Damn, she acting like she want me to be her man. We can all tell when a woman want us to be a man. They do things to us, we're like, ooh, this girl got it going on. That's the probability. Oh, she about to give me something. She done put this little bikini thing on and came up on you. Probability, you about to get some. That's the probability. But do you know it for a fact you're gonna hit that thing? No. So what I'm saying is this: when you're dealing with evidence and you're dealing with statistics and numbers and probabilities, you never attach those to factualities, because it's a contrast there. It's you can't do it like that. That's all I was saying to you, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? I hope I made that clear. You know what I'm saying? I hope you understood what I was coming from on that. That's all I was saying.
I get what you're saying, bro, but what you're talking about is might. You know what I'm saying? Might, that means you may like you might get some.
I'm adding up the contributing factors here. The contributing factors are she came out of this little stuff. She been kissing and hugging on me. So that leads to what? That leads
it leads to the possibility.
That leads
bro.
to
like,
the it leads to the assumption in my mind. The assumption in my mind leads to the probability. I'm assuming she's pulling that little thing out because she want me to hit that. And now I think she want me to hit that. That means I'm probably about to hit that thing. It's that simple. But I don't know for a fact I am. That's all.
No, but listen to what I'm saying, bro. You're using the word in a colloquial term. I'm using it in a scientific term. So, like,
when using it in the same term,
when you're dealing with probability, if something has never happened, you can't use it as a probability. You gotta use it as a possibility. That's based on that.
I gave you the contributing factor. She's wearing this little stuff. She's kicking. No. That's the something that's happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's happening.
Let me back it up for you. Okay. So, like, you like basketball, right?
Of course.
All right, so let's say a guy never been in the NBA, right? And it's his first game straight out of college, and he has zero stats in the NBA, and you don't know what his stats are, and he goes to the line. How do you assess his probability of making a shot when he has zero stats? You can't. You can say it's a possibility, but you build his stat roster off of the things that he has done.
Exactly, you know, and that's by experience, seeing it, by it manifesting in your face.
That's no, that's what I'm saying. It's not about manifesting. I'm talking about science, not what you want it to be.
I'm talking about observation. I'm dealing with observation, straight observation. That's science. You're dealing with observation. You're judging. You're concluding. You're hypothesizing based on. You're theorizing based on observation. So based on his his previous, whatever he done before. I saw him in high school. When he get to the NBA, I'm going to expect him to be good from the line because he was good from the line in high school.
That's but you missed. I think you actually proving my point whenever you talk, bro.
Okay,
if you have no data. If you have no data to draw your conclusion, you can't make a probability. It's only a possibility based on what you're saying. So, like, if like, for instance, if you never played football in your life, right, and you say I probably could score a touchdown. Like, how you know that? You ain't never played football. But if you score a touchdown every game that you play, and you play 17 games, now you have a high probability because you have statistics to back up your claim. And what I'm saying is there's a claim that's being made and there is no probability. It's only possibilities based on the perceived thing that you want. You're making an assertion. Because like right now, like let me ask you this may hurt a little bit, but do you have any proof of anybody in West Africa that shares the DNA that's been found in Northeast Africa for Hebrew Israelites?
There's no DNA for Hebrew Israelites. You got it all wrong.
Okay, so you don't even have a probability then. If you don't believe that there's no DNA, you can't use that as a probability. You're saying that it's a possibility.
I don't use it as either. I don't know what you're talking about with that. You saying I can't do something? You just asked me a question and told me.
No, I'm saying that what you're saying is an assertion. It's a non-fact based assertion. And yeah, this conversation is ridiculous, Sute.
I'm like, hold on, where is it going? But you know, we were just dealing with the science, and you know, so it's a good learning experience for people. You know, just dealing with what I was saying, because just like you said, though, you basically said what I said. You can't conclude factually off of probability. I've been saying that all day. Probability is not factual. It's not grounded in fact. It's not. All I'm saying is
the only way you can have a probability is through fact, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's through fact, but it's not grounded in fact.
It's 100% grounded in fact. The only way I can say there's a 65% chance is because I've measured it.
Yes. Concluded. What I mean by grounded in fact is concluded fact. That's what I'm saying. It's grounded in hypothesis, theorized, collective evidence, data. Like I gave you the example of the woman. It's grounded in that data. But at the end of that data, you cannot conclude factually that she's going to give you some because she gave you a list of contributing factors that would lead to a probability. The probability was the contributing factors that she gave you, thus taking that data and then getting you to the probability. Before the probability comes to assumption, you get to the probability. After the assumption, when the probability comes, then that's when, if it happens or if it doesn't happen, that's when the factual conclusion is made. It's not made, a conclusion is not, it's a fact that she probably do this. Nobody says that. It's a fact that she probably do that. No, the probability comes before you get what I'm saying. The concluded state. It comes.
Y'all done lost me.
Have a contributing factor. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hope I want to. The brother Kyle is smart. He understand that jargon. So I
don't understand what you were saying. I'm a
don't understand. And I thought you was the college one. I thought you did all that school.
I definitely am. I definitely. This is what I do for a living.
The contributing factors.
This right here makes no sense.
You had to hear that. I went into contributing factors, and I showed you the contributing factors was the girl touching you, her cooking, her coming out in this little skimpy stuff, trying to, you get what I'm saying, butter you up. Those are the contributing factors that qualifies the assumption, which qualifies the probability of you hitting that thing. But the conclusion of you get what I'm saying? No, it's not a fact. The fact is a fact. The concluding fact is when you hit that thing.
And everybody know when they went with a woman, they don't say when a woman flirting with them and kissing all on them, acting like she want to give them some. They don't say, "Damn, I just hit that." No, they say, "Damn, she want to give me some." That's the probability. The conclusion is, I just hit that. You get what I'm saying? The probability of you getting some might be high based on the percentage. Like we was talking about percentages earlier.
You should never go
and
to
the numbers are the data sets. The numbers are the data sets, which are the contributive factors, which she displayed to you, coming out with the little stuff, doing this and doing that. Those are the numbers.
A person like you.
You get what I'm saying?
No, a person like you will be totally confused in a strip club.
I'm a street nigga, bro. Come on, stop playing with me, man. I hope I do. That's why I hope I be. Shit. I hope I be. I can tell you that right now.
According to your analogy,
I hope I do.
The skimpy clothes and the grinding up on you, you definitely gonna think you about to get something in the strip club. You gonna totally misread that situation.
No, bro. That's nah, Chef, that ain't got nothing to do. We all know what the strip club is for now. We know it's the difference between you going over a young lady, y'all got a little difference. The strip club, we know they get paid to do that. It's the difference between you meeting a little lady and she wanted to give you some. Y'all got a nice little night together. She cooked a good meal, grabbed a bottle, and opened it from nowhere. Whoopty whoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a difference, man. You know, I'm a street dude, bro. I ain't no square. Ain't nothing square about me.
I know I'm fucking with you, but no,
but you know what I'm saying. Though. Yeah, it's a difference, bro. It's just.
But the point, back to the point is that every time you show the inconsistency in their logic, they switch it up, right?
Oh, absolutely.
They've been saying and alluding to, you know, the Egypt West African connection, right? The same way the same way that the Hebrew Israelites used the West African Levant connection. Right? So I'm saying it's crazy when you point out there, when you catch them, then all of a sudden, they ain't saying that, they never was saying that, blase. It's crazy to me. Like, it's like we've been having this conversation for years, and all of a sudden, they act like once you show their inconsistency, that you don't even know what they were saying all together for all these years. It's crazy.
Right, that's called a false flag operation they doing. I see a lot of them do that too, though, Brother Chef. It's called a false flag operation. And I'm going to tell you another thing, like a lot of Hebrew Israelite brothers, well, most that I know, you get what I'm saying, except for my brother, the Mighty Hebrew. Shout out to the Prince, you get what I'm saying, straight like that. That's my big homie, my rapper, a good teacher, my good friend. But besides people like this brother, every other Hebrew Israelite dimension I see or come across, you know what I'm saying, they linear with it. All they know is West Africa. All they try to prove is that the Hebrews came to West Africa. Hebrews did this in West Africa, came to West Africa. They don't go outside of that. They don't. And then at the same time, they'll teach that Israel was scattered across the four corners of the earth. But they don't go in none of those other nations and try to pull those people and you know what I'm saying, and stamp and verify those people. So, you know, I just found that a little weird because a lot of brothers just stick with biblical studies. They don't go outside of that, or if they do veer outside of that, it's not too far. You get what I'm saying? It's a yard length. You get what I'm saying? So they don't deal with, like, my name is Now Valley Hebrew. I've been dealing with ancient Kemet before I even came into the Israelite tradition or even found the truth. I was dealing with this coming up out of the 5%. Uncle know me, man. You know what I'm saying? Uncle knows something. Like, yeah, so I was dealing with this type of knowledge itself before. Like when people talk about the Libyans, you see now, you know what I'm saying? Yahshua Libya now. And the person say, where that Libyan come from? If you don't know where the Libyan come from, I understand you ain't studied what I studied. I'm talking about C group Nubians. That's what the Libyans are, C group Nubians. See, a lot of people ain't studied what I studied. You get what I'm saying? So C group Nubians. That's who the ancient Libyans are, and the ancient Libyans are the original indigenous Nile Valley or ancient Ramesh or Kemetic people. You got the Libu, the Shibu. You could go all the way back, even dealing with the Grammati.
Well,
you
those
get what
are
I'm
Berbers.
saying? Yeah, Berber is just a title. Berber just was a title that evolved from loose tongue, like a wild tongue. That's all a Berber meant, was a person with a wild tongue.
Well, that was Latin
That's
for
all that meant.
that was Latin for barbarian.
No, barbarian. but
Shit crazy, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna start going live again. I'm setting my my studio back up. My girlfriend remodeled it for me. So when I get back in the other room, y'all gonna see it. It's gonna be hot fire. You know what I mean? That's one of my Christmas presents. She remodeling my whole studio room for me. So we catch y'all tomorrow. I gotta get out of here. I think she wanna feel on me. We out. Pseudo killers. Hit that like button, y'all.